Is this, am I, where am I? What's going on? Is that, oh my God, is that, oh my gosh, is that, it's a, someone just turned the lights on. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's get the crypto into the brain. Let's get the lemon into the water. Let's do what we got to do, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Always start the day with a beautiful sip of water. God bless. Lemon water if you can. Let's get that music back up and running. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you, you for jumping on into the live. You know what? We have something awesome coming for you. We're super excited. Let's break down Bitcoin. Let's have some fun. Money flowing in, 92,100. We got a setup right here that's starting to move that I just showed here on MEXC. I'm in a trade right now for about a whole Bitcoin. Let's see where this thing can go. We got above the 200 MA. We just retested it. Bit of a flag here. Can we continue to pump to the upside, or is Sammy going to get beat to the ground here? Already took $1,000 out of a trade this morning, about 1,100. We're going to see if we can keep that drive alive, baby, to the upside. Shout out to everybody here. We are doing an awesome, Black Friday sale. It's coming up. But we're going to give my most exclusive offer ever. The least expensive I've ever given my trading group off for 1 year or quarterly, only for years and quarterlies. But if you want to jump on in, okay, you're going to be able to get a link, okay, that's going to be sent to you the night before, all right? So you're going to have a link. There's going to be a link here today pinned. If you see it, it's pinned. And you're going to want to hit that link, okay? And it should be pinned today. I don't know why it's not, but it should be pinned, Sean. But we're going to change the pin links and give you a better pin link here. And that link you're going to have to hit to sign up, okay, to consent. Basically, it's going to give you, it's like a sign up form to consent. You fill out that form. And what it's going to do is we're going to send you an email. the night before my Black Friday sale, and you're going to get a code. And for 24 hours, you're going to get a double discount on top of the Black Friday sale, but only for those people that do it. It's a bit of a thing, but what it does is help us rebuild that email list, get you going, and get you going. All right. Link is in the description. Link is in the description, but we definitely should have it as one of the pinned links too. Definitely have it in the pinned links if we can. Sean, redo it, and then I'll unpin and pin again. Okay. Blessings on blessings, everybody. Yeah. Thank you. All right. God bless everybody here. So I just wanted to make that clear. All right. Moving forward, let's get into BTC. So I see this beautiful triangle. I've been in it forever. We've been talking about it. Either they hit me at 87 or we go to 110. It is what it is. Like, it's one or the other. You see what I'm saying? And that's kind of what we're looking for. That's what we want. That's what I desire. All right. Bang, bang, bang. All right. Yeah. Okay. Why are alts dumping? I didn't think alts were dumping at all. What are you talking about? Render was doing damage. Let's take a look at Render. You call that a dump? Going all the way to $8? We just got into Render. Render went to $8. I piled in at 6, right in these areas, man. I am up huge. Remember I told you I put 100 grand in Render? I am up huge. I don't know about you. My alts are pumping huge to the upside. I have no idea why your alts are not. But so far, so good here for Bitcoin. Long and strong for Rave Song Records in the house. God bless you, man. Thank you. Congratulations with your buy. You deserve everything. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for that. And I forgot to wear it today. I was running so late. You know what I mean? Sean, are you out there? Sean, are you out there? Anyone out there? Anyone in my crew? I just really would like a new pinned comment. Please, Sean, please. New pinned comment, Sean. And then I can pin it, please. Maybe you put it up already. Let me know. But this, I'm looking for you so I can pin it and move on. Thank you very much. God bless you, my friend. Excelente. You are the man. All right, everybody, let's move on. And we're going to talk about all the hot newness that pumped today. What happened? What's going on? And we're going to break it down for you like we do every single day. I'm going to give me a song that really puts me in a good mood here. Be who you are. Or be where you are. I've been saying this every day now. 86,400. And everyone's like, is that the Bitcoin level? No, 86,400 minutes in a day. How are you using them? How are you using them? And we talked about Render making that move, came down for the retest pumping, and now Render, it was just $6. Now it's $8. And you look back and you're like, that's a 30% move in a massive coin. And now when it goes to 10, you can only go from 8 to 10, which is a quarter. But if you go from 6 to 10, you're making about 60%. So like you put 100 grand in, that's 60 grand or 20 grand. I mean, it's a big difference to me. So, and we're going to ride this puppy up for a while. Anyway, shout out to all my people who are in Render. God bless you. I'm rocking Render to the upside, baby. I'm happy to kind of extend my position into Render. We take a look at Bookmap. Bookmap, link in the description below, gives you kind of an idea of where we're going. And it does have liquidity on either side. However, I feel like these are the sad people that were waiting and keep trying to think they're going to pull price down, but you never know. And it could go either way. If we go by regular Bookmap, it does suggest we could go lower to this $90,400 level. But there's still liquidity all the way up to 94,000. We could easily go to an all-time high today and bust through. We're going to talk about that. We're going to look at the bigger, the smaller time frames, and we're going to kind of break it down for you like we do every single day. First thing we're going to do is kind of zoom out to the weekly time frame. It's one of my favorite time frames. I just did this already. I'm just going to reload because it said I already did it. I'm not going to be doing that again. All right. I made sure I did it before so we didn't have to deal with that. But I have a bunch of windows open, can confuse it. All right, here we go. So I'm at the weekly time frame. I always do this. If you're new to my channel, every single day we go to the weekly. We zoom out. We take a look at what's happening here on the stream. All right? Super, super important. Let's take a look at what's happening here on the weekly for Bitcoin. Big resistance. Double bottom here too as well. Okay? And let me make sure here. Boom, boom. We send the stream out. Okay, so the weekly blowing up. And if that closes green, we're going to be in good shape. Of course, we have 5 days and 9 hours, but we'll take our time. We'll see what happens here as we're starting to get started here on the day. I said 86,400 seconds in a day. Seconds in a day. Seconds in a day. Yeah, don't clown me. Yeah, we're going to have to put you on timeout for a while. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 24 hours. 86,400 seconds in a day. How are you going to use them? You know what I mean? Yeah. So take a look here. We come back down to this key area, 71,394. Boom. Back to the downside. You guys know what I said. I say it every day. All right. Fill in the blanks. Do the math. You know what I said. You know what I mean? If I made a mistake, it's because, you know, there's 86,400 seconds in a day. All right. Anyway, just sign up for the description, patiently waiting for the email. Not missing this opportunity. Thank you. Amen. God bless you, man. Thank you for saying that. And there's someone taking advantage immediately. So the weekly, a little far away for the 21, but still looking good. And we can still go further to the upside. You know, just if you take your temporary move from, you know, from basically what we had here going, you can almost say, was that the bullish retest? I say there you have it there. We're about to hit the measured move, which is about 98,000, you know, and then looks like we may be getting a pullback somewhere around 98,000. You never know. Bitcoin struggling at 91,660, falling further to the downside here. It may not make it. We're going to take a look, though. The small time frames will tell us. So the weekly looks good. Let's take a look at our 3-day chart. Our 3-day booming to the upside, too, as well. Still looking good. A little far away for the 21, but we talked about this. This closes tonight. Remember, we go over this. This closes tonight. In 8 hours and 38 minutes, we get a 3-day candle close as the daily candle closes. And if that closes green, it's good. Every time, you know, we were going to close red just this last one. We fought it off. We got the bullish pin bar suggesting we will get a continuation to the upside. So the 3-day looks healthy as well. And that brings me to the daily. And honestly, the daily candle to me today was breaking out pretty nicely. It was getting up huge. And let's kind of zoom into the daily and talk about it. So on the daily, we started to get this bigger move. And today it looked like the daily may, and honestly, it's still really above support and resistance. So let's talk about it. You have clear support here where you bounced at 86,000 and you started to make some support there too at 89,660. I mean, you've been above it. You closed this one and then you've been above it now. You close tonight. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 5 days straight above a key area on the daily. That's support. Okay. Now we're trying to get above this level here, which is the point of control. I don't even really need to make a line. It's 91,200, the POC. People seem to battle that. We lose 91,002. We seem to go lower, back somewhere to the high 89s to 90s. We get back above it. We seem to want to come up. But people say, you know, today, look, we went to a high of 92,788, you know, almost one of the highest daily candles in history. It was the second highest daily candle, higher than yesterday already. You know, so Bitcoin showing signs of strength. Very likely this daily candle could close really high. Like, you know what? It might be the biggest daily candle. We could get an all-time high today. You know, the daily shows signs of that for sure. We are a little far away for the 21, but when you're very bullish, this is kind of the move you're going to get. And we could pump up like this sideways and keep pulling the 21 with us, then come back to it here somewhere under a bigger consolidation. But so far, the daily, also the stochastics like to trend down while price action trends up. You already see an uptrend while you have a downtrend, and that would be considered bearish divergence. To me, that's a bullish sign because it's showing you that you want to reset the energy, but price action doesn't want to give back any key levels. And it's just a very, very bullish sign here for Bitcoin. If you just trade this simple flag here on the daily, which I'm trading, it tells me we can likely get somewhere up to 108 to 109,000. I mean, this could break out in 2 or 3 days. It has the potential to go. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I want to make that clear. I'm not a perma bull. I'm not a perma bear. I'm just giving you guys what I see happening here. And it suggests that we can get all the way up to about 109,644 before anything kind of, you know, it just, that's your measured move. And you could even get bigger. You might even get a bigger leg. You might get this whole leg here and really start moving. It could take, you know, November 27th, you're sitting at 118,000. I'm open-minded that anything can happen, you know. So, unlikely, you know, I'd like to see a more smoother move. That would be an explosive move that, you know, maybe render a smooth, like this nice consolidation is beautiful. Bitcoin comes up, consolidates, comes up. This is really what you want to see. Very, very healthy for a very large asset. One of the most beautiful things you can see. You take a look at the 12, the 22, and they all, if you look at the indicators, are bending, ready to rock to the upside. I like what I'm seeing on the 12-hour. Look at that curve. And, you know, yes, there's some bearish div, but I'd say, you know what? This was the bearish divergence here. It played out already. Now you're kind of starting anew, and we could really get a bigger move to the upside. We're near the 21. We're curving on that. It's a really big time frame to get that action on, the 12-hour time frame. The 8-hour as well, looking pretty interesting to me. And that's where we can just fine tune this if we'd like. But to me, an ascending triangle for sure, without a doubt in my mind, which is a 50-50 pattern. They are 50-50, but in bullish times, I mean, they tend to break out. Let's just be completely honest. And the bigger leg really is what you're seeing here when you look at it on like the 8-hour. Yeah, it suggests like $110,000. So like, I'm in long, they hit me off at 86, or I get to 110, you know, and I can sell anywhere above that area, but that's what I'm looking for. And so I've said this every day now, right? And it's really been the same trade. I've taken $1,000 a day really for the last few days, just up and down, up and down. This morning again, took another $1,000 out of the market. I showed my trading group the gains. I showed them what I did. My wife actually closed the trade for me a little accidentally. It's okay. She thought it would have been a good idea. It actually was, thank the Lord. So, you know, it's all good, but you know, it all worked out. Everything works out, you know, in the long run. But this is the trade right here, just to show you, you know, up 600 as the day starts. That was 7 in the morning. Then we kept pumping. I gave a video update, talked about what I was looking at. I did see that 1 minute scalp that did not end up playing out, but we ended up kind of getting back up in the gains. And then I was up about 1,097 and ended up taking about $1,100 out of the trade. Then I saw this flag, and that flag did break out to the upside on the 1 minute. Right now, we're going to zoom in and see what's happening on that smaller time frame. So the 8-hour looks beautiful. I like what I'm seeing here for Binance. And then you zoom into the 4-hour. And the 4-hour, you know, it could be rolling over. I see it. We've hit a resistance now. And so let's break down kind of what I see on the smaller time frames, just to kind of get ourselves situated and focused on, you know, what could be happening here. So when I look at the smaller time frames, you know, the 4-hour and up and down, I see that we clearly have a resistance now, though, at like a 92.5. For whatever reason, you know, psychological, I mean, it makes sense. People keep selling around, you know, 90, and they almost front run at 92.488, 90, but around 92.5 up into 92.6. It's really 92.4, but yeah, about 92.5. 550 really. The candles close at 92.400, 430, maybe even lower. But this, you know, you could, and we'll bring it right to there where these candles close. But yeah, about 92,515. We have a resistance. These candles closed. We wick to it. We wick there too. We need to get above that. We want to see a 4-hour candle close up above this line today. So I would draw this if I were you. And if you're looking for your long to continue, you really must see this 4-hour candle. Now, maybe not be this one, or this one, but eventually today, before we go down here, we got to close above there, right? They've done some fake out breakouts. They've moved the market up and down here, but I think we're kind of starting to find our way here with Bitcoin. 91,760 in case you need to know the price at every breathing moment. We got it for you on lockdown. All right. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. May I get the likes up to the watchers. We greatly appreciate that. May God bless each and every one of you. All right. Shout out to the 2,112 beautiful souls here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you for being here. So we're going to move on into the 1-hour time frame and see what's happening here. The 1 hour moving to the downside as well, getting oversold. But what I liked is it went more sideways as it started to careen down, right? It got that initial dump. We fought it back up, and now we're like kind of in the middle, right? Ooh, 91,580 for Bitcoin. Getting a bit of a struggle here further to the downside, all right? If Doge gets back above 40, it's breaking out. Rapidly rising holder number. Interesting. Going to sell. There's always going to be someone taking some profits. This is getting my eye here. Sumi. Looks like it got a nasty sell-off today, but Sumi's a new one there. He's a chill guy. Just a chill guy. $46 million market cap. Green only. Dang. It made a nice flag too. So I just go by that and look. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. Look for this pattern. Remember this pattern. They play out many times exactly how they should. Strange as it is, right? Just a chill guy, $46 million market cap, lock liquidity on Solana, right? Solana, the easiest chain to get in and out of memes. Just get a Phantom.app wallet. Very simple. Solana is cheap, affordable, fast, and simple. And it's just like, you know, I think that's why it works, because it's just so simple for someone to buy a coin. They make it very, very easy. Of course, be careful. Most people are going to lose most of their money trading these meme coins. All right. That's just a guarantee. I'm sorry to say. But most people are going to lose most of their money trading the memes. All right. It is what it is. Sam, can you check DOG, USDT? We'll take a look at DOGs. Bitcoin battling 91,600 here on this beautiful Tuesday. Jasmine is here. Just leave Jasmine alone. It will take its time. Jasmine's a slow mover. It consolidates for long periods of time. Yeah. Okay. All right, chill guy. All right, let's get back into the brass tacks here for Bitcoin. So, battling the 1 hour time frame, coming down on the stochastics. Low, high, higher, low. You know what I'm saying? So, really, for me, I'd be bearish if I see the 1 hour decide it's going to break 90,400. That would tell me, oh no, because it's going to make a lower low in the set. Right now, it's making a higher low no matter what. And it's doing justice so far, right? Especially, remember, when the stochastics reset and you don't get a lot of bearish movement, that's a bullish sign. That's almost like a pre-bullish sign. It's telling you, oh, the bulls are going to come back up and play again, because what should have suppressed them and pushed them down didn't even seem to do anything, right? And as I said, that 91,940 for Bitcoin getting a massive move out of nowhere, just ripping as if it was listening to my voice as I whispered sweet nothings into Bitcoin, into just a massive, massive candle right now for Bitcoin. And let's get into those small time frames. Have a blast. Let's talk about it. Sammy Boammy here. And can we pull off a win? Can we pull off a win here? Can we get back above the 200 MA and really start to get into place here for BTC? Let's take a look at our 15-minute time frame, my go-to for intraday trading, showing you kind of where we're likely going to go and what could be happening. I mean, right off the bat, you see here, you're in your own little world inside of this, and this little triangle could do its own thing. It could break up or break down. It's a 50-50 pattern. It breaks down, it seems, it comes back into this area, breaks up, it's above this POC, and it continues to rip. That measured move does take it to 95,670, which would put us in the all-time high. So if the 15-minute can stay above the 200 MA today, and we can get this sideways price action with a retest, there's a good chance we get a bigger move here to 95,670 for Bitcoin. We have a bunch of liquidity above us. Bookmap also suggests 94,000 is a great stepping stone for a move here. 92,100 for Bitcoin. You're now in the green with Sammy Beans here, all the way from Boston, eating my baked beans growing up. Ripping like Bitcoin. No, but Bitcoin's going all the way to 94,000 here, says Bookmap. All right? And in Bookmap, we trust. The other day, someone mentioned that their PC would make noise before a big move. And he said that I noticed my GPUs. Yes, exactly. Yeah, mine do too. Every time there's a big move, I can't hear it because I got the headphones on. But if I was just sitting at my desk, I would have heard some hotness. Smelt the hot air. 92,160. Bookmap likes to burn that RAM up. Thanks for the positive odds. Could you look at Bonky on base? He likes Donkey. I like Bonky. The other day, someone mentioned their PC. Oh, yeah. Cardano about to sail the fan indicator. We've talked about it on the channel a few times. It's cool how someone else mentioned it. Definitely something that happens a lot. 92,160 for Bitcoin. 15-minute looking ripe and ready. 7-minute wants to reset, but could just go sideways for us, which would be glorious. 7-minute looks wonderful. You're above the 200 MA. No stress. Look at that big candle right now on the 7-minute time frame, getting busy. And they just shredded some shorts again. Let's take a look at the 1 minute. The 1 minute, fighting that 200 MA, showing signs that it wants to party. And honestly, it doesn't really matter as long as we stay inside the range. Really, what happens, I'm not that stressed about it. It's really all about the range. You don't want to lose. And then as we get higher and higher, we can get higher, 91.5, 91.6. So, yeah, if you're trading smaller time frames, I'm zooming out and just waiting for the big payday. I've basically been intraday trading, 8 to 9 hour trades, taking $500 to $1,000 out of the trades. They've been going very well because we have the whole market behind us. I buy every little dip. Last night, we talked, a buddy of mine was over. Shout out to Mario, a guy in my trading school, awesome, and became my friend too. Just such an awesome person. And we were talking about how the 4 hour was making these higher lows inside of the bigger channel, right? And I said, if you look at the 4 hour closely, we said it last night. I mean, there, and we right there, and then boom, look at that reversal that we called last night. Absolutely lovely. In at 90,300, and it just continued to rip. to the upside. Beautiful trade, honestly, right? So a lot of scribble when you see that I have smaller action going on, right? But that's just how it works. So here we are, big candle moving, 92.140. Bit of a bullish engulfing candle there on the 15-minute. You can put that inside, and they sandwich them, ice cream sandwich with the red inside. Looks like we can get a nice move here further to the upside. So I'm bullish on Bitcoin. Stop losses can be below, 89.6, 90,370, using either this bottom trend line, the bigger version, which is the bigger trend line here, or even just this key bounce area, which is support for Bitcoin at about 89,660, right? And then I have, targets. First target would be 95,600. And then, anywhere between, and then you could start kind of 100, maybe 100,000 because people would hit. And if we get that surge above 100, looks like we could get all the way to 110 based on just the measured move. Just based on the measured move there. And this is all I'm looking at. And so you can see the trade. It's a 3.36 risk to reward ratio. The entry would be somewhere around now. And now we're at 220, starting to cook here to the upside. Bitcoin cooking, good looking above the 200 now. Starting to get that ripski. Trades up 230. I'm the king of 3%. I told you I'm the king of 3%. Anyway, 333 on the percentage, baby. Let's go. Shout out to everyone. $7,000 in 12x leverage. It's a one Bitcoin dollar trade. It's a biggins. It's a biggins. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Blessings on blessings. Yeah. God bless. I'd invest master, but there's no diversification from Bitcoin. Yeah. Crown is starting to cook. Why is interesting? That's weird, right? Anyway. So let's take a look at our bitty bitty. Let's take a look at our bitty Bitcoin and how it's kind of doing with Bitcoin dominance. Bitty Bitcoin dominance. So yeah, altcoins had the run, but now it's Bitcoin's turn again. You can see Bitcoin starting to come up further to the upside, and we talked about this. I said, watch, you're going to get this fun, but then Bitcoin's going to kind of come back here. And so your altcoins are going to pump, and then they're going to get sold off a little bit for Bitcoin. And it's going to create beautiful opportunities to DCA, continue that move further to the upside. But this says that we're about to get a trend back to the upside. Shoulder, head, right shoulder here. Bitcoin dominance. Watch your altcoins. It rips above the 200 MA on the 1 hour. We're going to get a move back to the upside. That's Bitcoin stealing the show. Bitcoin rips back to an all-time high today. People get on wares again, start freaking out again, start getting free. They got a couple days that Bitcoin was just going to sit flat, and it made them sit pretty and think everything was chill. But that's just not going to be the case. Eventually, Bitcoin's going to get back hot again, and people are going to bug out. All right. Yeah. Neural AI will be $1,000 a coin, only 10 million coins ever made. That's what I'm saying. It's got a very small supply. I was very smart to get myself in there. But again, everyone's got to figure out their own idea here. Yeah. Hey, Sam. Yeah. David Bolin, it's never happened. And that's not what happened. And we could easily just email them and say, what's your user ID? So just email someone, give them your user ID, and they'll be able to figure that out for you immediately. Yeah. It just can't be true. Yeah, we can verify it on the back end for you. So yeah. Was Bitcoin all-time highs? Yeah. Can you check on DOGE USDT? What are your comments about it? Everyone seems to like it. It's on a lot of people's radars. All right. It's the meme coin, right? Of meme coins. But it just seemed to be trending lower, right? I never bought into it when everyone else thought it was awesome. But I kept thinking I should because everyone talked about it, right? But then every time I went back to it, it was lower, and I was so happy I never got in. I guess I could have made 60% or from the lows now. I'd be up about 40 or 38 from the low buy, which I guess makes it possible. Why not buy it on the low there? But it just, I don't know, man. I have so many other memes that were hot, and they're doing well. Like, I love my Maneki, and I just love certain other ideas. So we'll see what happens. I believe in the BRC20. I believe in, this is the number one Bitcoin meme, per se, right? But, and it did make a shoulder, head, possible right shoulder, first high or low in the set. Could be the best time to buy right now before it absolutely explodes. Looking pretty interesting to me. But, you know, at the same time, it's a meme. You're going to have to sit and wait. It's going to do its thing. It did just break this trend line. You could say it kind of broke out of this too. So, you know, it's pretty bullish. The next measured move would be, you know, conservatively just the base, but all the way really. It says you get all the way to that 0009 area. And this is almost the bigger shoulder, head, and right shoulder too, right? Interesting times. I mean, I like dogs. It just really, I don't know. Something about it tells me to stay away for now. I can't explain it, you know? I just never got that feeling, that oomph to jump in. Okay, beautiful time to be alive. So look, now we can get all the way here to what? I don't know, 009, 3180 possibly too. That's what we're looking at. But only time will tell. Only time will tell. Follow me at Twitter, at CryptoLifer33. I greatly appreciate it. Also today in the pinned comment, okay? You can go to, oh, I guess we didn't do it again. Sean, I thought we were going to put the, I guess we don't. Okay, anyway. Can we please review Fred? Looks like potential bottom on the chart. That's what I'm thinking. 100%. You know what I mean? 100%. I believe Fred is definitely going to be in position here. 92,180 for Bitcoin, sitting pretty. Looks like we could go sideways and consolidate until we go up to liquidity at 94,000. And I'm just sitting pretty ready to eat up those shorts. And so hopefully during the live stream, we'll get that short squeeze and we'll be able to go, yeah, and celebrate. And it'll be awesome. We'll have a bunch of fun. It'll be great. Yeah, I mean, now you're above the, you know, we can get, let's flip it over here to the USDT. The USDT perpetual over. All right, cool. And now you can kind of extend this trend line, extend that trend line. Almost make that one look even a little more like, wow, right? Shoulder, head, and shoulder in a way above the 200 MA. And really, that could just be a 200 MA trade on that 1 minute scalp. It goes back below the 200, you know it's struggling. The bots didn't pick it up. If it keeps ripping, you know you got them, right? And it's kind of like, that's that game I play, 93,600. Stop would be at about what? 91,767. Yeah, 91,767. Bang. I got all these different glasses. I got new ones and old ones. These ones tend to be the best though. Oh yeah. So 91,767 on Bitcoin, and that could send me all the way up to what, 93,600, 621. And so you type those in, and it's all typed in. And again, this is just my scalp account, so I go for that 3 for 800, right? And you see what happens. Worst comes to worst, you lose 300 or you gain it. If you hit more than you lose, it goes from there. Above the 200 tends to pay. 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10 times, I'd say. But you never know. There's no guarantees that when the trade, we'll see. This trade could struggle. It is a Tuesday. I love to open trades on Tuesday. I'm a little riskier on Tuesday than I'd be on any other day of the week. A lot of liquidity, a lot of good movement. Usually Monday clears the way, and we start to kind of get the move where we want to take the market. So if I'm have a bullish trend on Tuesday, it tends to continue. So, right? And that to me is a shoulder, head, and right shoulder. If I've ever seen one, that's an inverted head and shoulder. The bots will look at it like that. Other people will look at it that way, even though it's a bit wobbly on that side there. Still looks a bit like an inverted, right? And we'll see where this trade goes. The other one doing good, cooking. And I always like to just hide that other pair there so I can focus on the USDT pair while I'm sitting here and just kind of doing my thing. All right. A lot of times I even shave the risk. If we lose the 200 MA even violently, I only need to lose like 150. I don't even need to lose 300, right? Because it's just like that would tell me that something isn't right. I want to see a nice violent move off of this inverted above the 200 MA now. In the next 5 to 10 minutes, I should be in the money. If I'm not, something about the trade isn't right. It's not playing out the way I'm looking for. All right. If you come to this channel all the time, I like to do live trades here on the channel. All right. I'm a freak of nature, a magician of such. You can watch this every single day here, 7 days a week, if you can believe it. And a lot of the things I say happen, and they happen pretty fast, like that big move there from 92 to 400. We're already up in the money. If you would able to take that trade, you could scalp right there, up 5%. I just showed you how to make 5% in under a minute. And that's just something that happens here if you watch the channel, okay? And I said I was a magician. I didn't know it was going to happen that fast. But I was going to pull a rabbit out of my hat at one point today. It's just only a matter of time, right? I could scalp this trade down, move the stop loss to break even. After a pump like that, you know, if you're looking to scalp, I'm just looking to scalp. Move that stop loss to break even. You can't lose the trade, okay? And here it's just making $100 every couple of minutes. That would be fine for me. Let's see if we can pull it off. We have the whole world now freaking out that they didn't get Bitcoin early. We are gapping away from the 21-day moving average, though. Tells me we're likely going to come back to the 21. Can we get enough people to buy into these good prices, though? And there's the battle. We tend to come back to this 21-day moving average, but we could pull the 21 up if we're very bullish into more of a rising wedge here. This is the battle now. Cool thing is, if I get hit right there, I can reset, get myself right in, put the stop loss, reset. I actually start doing that now just so I can see exactly how the trade would happen. It would just raise my stop up to 91,928, really. Everything else would stay exactly the same. Okay, so I'm ready to get right back in immediately for the exact same thing. Let's see what happens. The battle right here. Can the bulls push me through? They're coming strong. Blow on that candle. See if you can. There it goes. Go. Go. Yes. Blow on that puppy. See if you can blow it. Back to $100 in the gain. 97. 97. And what's likely going to happen is we're going to get tight here and come back down to this 21, or just tells me that I'm playing it close to the bone here. We could get a rip, but it's usually unlikely when the 21 is this far away. Tells me to take my 92 and run. I got the other trade open, so I don't need to stress. You know, that's why I like having two trades open. One, I can just keep scalping. I don't need to really stress the price action. I just need to make sure I'm taking gains every time. We already made $1,000 at $1,100. This is just adding to the $1,100. You see? So look, I'll take that before it runs back down to the 21. I'll reposition my trade. I want it now to come back to the 21 before I get in. I would like it to do that. Doesn't mean it's going to. I could definitely miss out on a huge pump right now. Very well. But what I did do is I missed out on losing money. And that's awesome. All right. And I like to miss out on losing money. I try to do that as much as I can. All right. I miss out on losing money all the time. All right. By using my strategy and what I'm doing for a living here. So look, that thing could get punchy. Major is now live. I don't know what it is, but it's called Major. And it just came out on MEXC. Major. Brand new. Dude, what was the wifer thinking about this morning? I don't know. I don't know. You know, I had been showing her my trades recently, bringing her in, and a couple times we were up and then down, and she was just like, oh, he's up huge. And she thought it would just be like, I would come home and she'd be like, oh, I took the big gain for you, and you'd be so happy. You know, she just thought about how much she loved me, and she was all in her mind positive. That's all. You know what I mean? Missed you, bro. Come back soon. Yeah, shout out to Master Frank. God bless you, man. FOMO, I'm missing out on losing money. Exactly. SUI analysis per se. And so this is getting beautiful, though. Look at that. That could still be a nice pump to the upside. Looking like the inverted head and shoulder. Everything's still looking good. Close enough to the 21 again here. Showing signs of life. I'm going to take that puppy. Think the stop was a little high there. No, there you go. Yeah, as long as you're below the 200 MA, I'm in. I'm in, baby. And let's go. Let's add another G to the table here today. Let's get this breakout. And let's get to an all-time high for Bitcoin. Let's do it. All-time high. We want an all-time high, and we want it now. Let's just like, if we all just demand it, it has to happen. Like, if we all just sit here and just demand an all-time high, we have to go to an all-time high. How do we not? Let's rip to the all-time high, baby. Right now, in front of the world, it is time. The crypto lifers. The stream will blow up. Everyone will come out of nowhere. They'll be like, oh, we got to run to watch the stream now. Ripping to all-time highs here for BTC. She's a champ. Amen. Amen. Yeah. I'll be back when I can. Kyle, we love you, man. Everyone hit the buy all at once. 440. Let's go. Bitcoin to the upside. It's now or never for Bitcoin. Let's go. Pull that 21. The more it pulls the 21, the more likely we go parabolic, my friends. It's a beautiful setup right now. Everything looking absolutely lovely. If I had to draw a parabolic pump, I would draw it just like this. It's exactly how I would draw it from all my years of watching. All right, but you never know. I don't want to hype you up too much. You never know. We could easily dump right now in 2 seconds all the way to the downside and be at 89,000 before I say, oh my gosh. You know what I mean? You never know. Like in trading, anything could happen. Press P to pump Bitcoin, though. Would be a good idea. Where's your P? It's next to that little, well, it's next to the O, but it's next to that funny symbol there, too. You're the most consistent trader I know. Thanks for all the coverage you do. God bless Christian Lay. We love you, man. Thank you. I hope so, man. I show up every single day for 1,000 days. I do what I can to be as consistent, the most consistent person you've ever met in your life. And you've never met me, but I hope to, stir the belief that you could do something you've never thought possible. You have something in you that you don't even know. God has built inside of you an extra bit of energy. You may not have tapped into it yet. You may not realize it truly exists. You may be too young to even know that you've hit that level yet, but eventually in life, I'm telling you, you will. And your uniqueness makes you an amazing person. Everybody here. And you have the courage to push forward through things you've never thought possible, to forge ahead in ways you've never believed. And remember, people are looking, who's that person in your life who looks up to you? Maybe it's a coworker at work. Maybe it's a kid on your street. Maybe it's a little brother. Maybe you're the uncle to a nephew. I don't know who it is. Maybe it's a couple people. Maybe it's one. But when you live your life to the best possible, when you push yourself to the limit, you allow them to do the same, and you encompass that. You push them, and you're a leading example to change somebody's life. Remember that. Just remember that. And so it's not even about you when you push yourself to the highest levels possible. It's about everybody else too. It's about serving others around you in a way that makes it possible for them all to feel free, to go after their goals, to achieve their dreams, and to be the person they want to become in life. Amen. XAU, USD, please. I'm short for the top. Short in gold, eh? XAU, USD, Owanda. Oh, you want the forex.com gold. Gold spot, baby, gold spot. Now, we bounced off the 200 MA on the 12 hour. It's a pretty bullish sign, right? 8 hour just got above the 200 MA. Also a very bullish sign. 9 out of 10 times when you break the 200 MA on the 8 hour, you tend to get a bullish move to the upside. The 4 hour, however, got the curving and is coming back to the upside. But look, it is away from the 21. Looks like you're going to get a pullback on the 4 hour by my standards here. Gotta be pulling a little bit of a fib from this impulse there, that little one there. Let me zoom in for you. And I mean, and then you may not get that much. People are front running gold a little bit. But it looks like, the way you trade, I believe if you get to 26,112, you're going to win your pips, right? I mean, I may be wrong, but it's very unlikely usually you start to rip when you're this far away from the 21-day moving average. Very likely you're bullish, but you're going to make a shoulder ahead, and you got to make that right shoulder. Looks like you're going to be able to win on that right shoulder. I don't know for sure, though. I'm not a financial advisor, and this could easily rip to the upside. That 8 hour is something to watch. Above the 200 MA on the 1 hour time frame too. That can be sketchy. I personally would never short unless we lose the 2 hour on the 200 on the 1 hour, because look, you're front running a golden cross here, and the dollar could kind of get a little weak. So, but I mean, we'll look at the smaller time frames in a second. But the 1 hour looks interesting, and honestly, the dollar has been pumping with Bitcoin, so you'd think maybe the dollar starts to kind of pull back a little bit. There's a chance you get a bounce here and you get stopped out. The 1 hour looks pretty bullish to me, and you're above the 200 MA. And you got a golden cross coming. You're front running that golden cross, which means boom, you should be higher than you are. In the long term, I see a move. Bitcoin ripping 92,300. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Getting into the yellow zone mean we can flood back into these red areas. Let's get to 93.2. 92,340 for Bitcoin. Starting to get that bigger move. Starting to get chunky here. Perpetual ripping to the upside. Think I would have been back in the game by now. What the? I got in that late. Dang, 344. Wow. How about the top? Let's go though. 92,360 for Bitcoin. Yeah, so gold's tough right now, in my humble opinion. Look at the 15-minute time frame. Coming back down for a bounce. Looks like it could roll over. Look at your 1 minute. Seems to be tracking Bitcoin a little bit. They both got a bit of a bounce. And look, it's almost an inverted here. I would have shorted here, right? And then been done with the trade if I was going to short gold for like a day trade. Because that's my signal is the low. But, this may bounce up. You'd have to watch the 1 minute closely because there's a chance this is an inverted head and shoulder. It starts to creep. You break the 200. You could get stopped out here. 92,400 Bitcoin getting strong. All right. And it looks like gold and Bitcoin are going to be pumping today together. You can see it kind of feathering up right here. So you really need to see gold to get rejected and bend over there, so to speak. So far it is. You're all right. Interesting. At 30 seconds, see what it can do. I'd watch the very small time frames. They're gonna be able to give you the information you need. Shout out to the 2,682 people here on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much for the love. 262. Thank you. God bless you all. Sammy Cup and Hattie. God bless you, man. I can't wait to have my child. We found out 15-week scan that we might be having a girl. God bless you. Amen. I didn't know they could tell you that. Usually they didn't, they just say kind of when the time is happening, right? All right, so let's get back into BTC at 92,460. Doing damage now. Damage cheese. And Bitcoin just ripping. And look, you can see this here. This is what we're watching. And you're seeing a breakout out of this. You can kind of see the shoulder, the head, the right shoulders. It just is bullish. When I just missed Christmas time in New York, I remember walking home. I had to walk home through all the train stations and all the people and all the hundreds of people that walk by you in New York. And you see so much about life, right? You see a guy with his girl. You see an old lady getting presents for her kids. You see, like, in New York City, you're just, and you almost don't notice it, but they go through your mind so fast, right? And you make these mental connections of like, and you keep moving. It's like you see little, it's almost like you see little parts of life all over the place. It's the one thing about living in New York. You just get kind of, you're privy to so much life. 92.5 now, big area of the red. Can we flush through this red here and push further to the upside? A bit of, a little sell pressure, but usually that red kind of pushes us further to 94,000 is what it's telling us. So far, Bookmap's 100% right. I've been spot on today. We're going to see this continuation move here to the upside for Bitcoin. Shout out to anyone that jumped on into any of the trades or took a trade, or the first trade's actually still kicking too. If you're able to hold on, baby, hold on. Blessings on everybody out here. Thank you for jumping on into the live. I appreciate your time. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. Let's take a look at BONKEY, as my man asked there, and a reminder there. Chill Guy on Soul, looking like it could still, just doing its thing. No one asked me, no one paid me. I just talk about what people that we went over here. AETHER AI. It's got a name for it. Right below $1 million market cap. Interesting. I got into this thing, AVA AI. It was doing damage for a bit. 69 got back above the trend right now, which is cool. Broke trend, got back above it. So far, so good. It's in a beautiful uptrend. AVA AI. And I got in somewhere down here, and so far it's been ripping, man. What's your gaming coin pick? Immutable X? I like Immutable X. I think Gala's a good one just to have on the back burner. 92,500 for Bitcoin. We are burning and turning and ripping and flipping. Do not sleep on OBOT. OBOT. OBOT's in a cup and handle, which I really like. They call me Sammy Cup and Handy for a reason, because I can identify that cup and handle and play it to my advantage. Almost better than any trader you've ever seen in your life, right? And so I earned the name. I earned the phrase. Samuel, cup and handle to the upside. Shout out to my beautiful people and all my lovers of life out here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Remember, in the description, we have a link. If you hit that link today, all right, it's going to give you the ability to get an email from us 24 hours before our Black Friday sale, where you'll get a coupon code you can put in and be able to get an exclusive discount that you can't get anywhere else to my yearly trading group sale. So just one thing I got to talk about. It's out there for you. All right. Hit that link in the description to get that exclusive sale. Never done before. May never be done again. The least expensive I've ever offered it. If you use that coupon code, you're going to get an email. You got to sign up to that list there, and you're going to get an email, okay, the night before Black Friday, and you're going to be able to have 24-hour access to an early bird price, all right, that I've never done before, all right? The least expensive I've ever offered it in my life, all right? OBOT is interesting at a $14 million. 14 is a really good spot because you know that it's battled the $10 million market cap. It got sold off. People bought it in. It tells me that it's got enough of a cult, enough of a following to buy it back in pretty strong too. Back above a penny 9. Interesting. 1.9 in liquidity lock too. Half lock. A little weird. But OBOT, all right? And again, these could rug and be high, just be very careful. Like, I keep the premier, set of what I do in large caps and blue chips. 92,400 for Bitcoin, just kind of going up and down here. Battling the zone. All right. And this is a rising wedge with a bit of a shoulder head and a right shoulder. That could easily start to dump nastily to the downside. Bit of bearish div there. Has me unawares there. All right. Has me unawares. Looks like that might take a dump. It's a battle right there at this key level. You see, it's a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder. There's some bearish divergence, a rising wedge. So they're going to create a bunch of short action, and then they're going to have to rip these shorts up. Well, we got BOOKMAP giving us the cheat code, telling us that they're going to eat the shorts alive, and they actually made a perfect pattern for people to want to short now. I mean, it's got bearish div, a head and shoulder, and a rising wedge. Like, I would short that 90% of the time, right? I mean, if you looked at that the other way too, if it was an inverted with a falling wedge and there was bullish div there, that actually looks like shoulder, head, right shoulder. But like, you can see almost like the complex inverted head and shoulder still kind of stands. Interesting. Can we hold this bottom trend line is the question. No, we're faltering here. Faltering. We got to get back inside that pattern, get back in there. Got to stuff it back in there. Don't let it fall out. Now basically giving back the same. EGLD. I like EGLD. Oldie but goodie, baby. Shout out to Lilix XX Plays on EGLD. And again, this thing's going to rip back up. This stream is going to explode. People are going to see when we rip all the way to 94,000 here. All-time high. When this thing breaks out, if it does break out, it could start ripping right now in a way you've never seen. Candle on candle, boom, 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 boom. Because people are like, oh, I'll get it at 89. It's going to dump. But it didn't dump. So now it's at 92. They're like, but I waited at 90. And now they're going to start getting kind of crazy. You see what I mean? Like, it's going to get that effect. And it's going to happen, and it's going to happen pretty fast. Let's go over the super chats. We have Jesus, DEGEN, and BONKEY on base. Then we'll go from Fred Brano and EGLD to Bonko, Caspa, Sui, and Hoppy. And we're going to rip through them in an amazing way. We're going to get it done in an amazing way. Shout out to the $51 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing. May God bless everybody here on the stream. Thank you for jumping on in. All right. If you want to trade where I trade, open up the trades where I'm trading. We have links in the description to Maxi, the cheapest, the least expensive of the fees of any exchange in the game. We also have Weeks. Weeks is another amazing exchange. And I'm sitting here with my trade on Weeks here. Look, banging up 44%. Banging on them to the upside. My trade on Weeks has been open for days now. We just kicking it. And we want to get all the way to 100 and basically 6,800 even. But 106,464 if we can get there. And we're there with the stop loss at 85,000. Let's rip this. Take this whole account to another level. Let's get this rip to the upside here for Bitcoin, 92,442. And weeks is beautiful. Look, my stop, I'm in. I want to raise my stop loss. I just do it like that. I'm good. I want to take profit a little higher. I move it right there. Boom. Operation successful. It is a smooth move. It feels nice. It's just really, really nice. Trading on weeks has been an amazing experience. I absolutely love it. The setup is nice. I do open this up whenever I'm doing my TA because you need a bigger of a window, but that's fine. You can always open this up, do your thing, do what you got to do, feel comfortable, and then you can kind of crush the window back down, when you need. Hitting escape will crush you right back down easily and fast too as well, if that's your fancy. And it's very similar to all the other exchanges that you know. Put in your long, take profit, stop loss. For me, it was 106.481, you see. The stop loss is sitting there at about, let's see, 85,483. And then you drag this and see what you're willing to risk. You hit the price action like I'd risk 400 for 800, or I'd risk, you know what I mean? Now it changes because we're higher up than we used to be, and it's a 2-to-1. But when you got it at the right time, the risk-reward ratio changes. Okay. Now you'd have to risk less to bring that back up. I like to trade a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio when I make a trade. This is Weeks, Weeks.com. You gotta love Weeks. They also have access to a lot of small coins and also very, very like 0% spot fees too as well, I'm pretty sure. So they're like very, very low. Some of the lowest fees of the game comparatively on your takers too. Taker if you're or on your maker, right? Man, that could lose this trend line and start to fall further to the downside. Not a fan right now of that. Look at kind of bearish here. Feel like we actually did lose the trend line. The head and shoulder wants to dump you to the downside here for Bitcoin, right? So we'll see. I keep the week's trade open. I keep my other bigger trade open. I keep the scalp, depending, looks like we can still survive here. There's a lot of liquidity to the upside telling us why not? You know what I'm saying? So there's a chance we could still pump further to the upside here. Let's see what can happen. Let's see what can happen. All right. Hey, Sammy, 99 Group for Life. Can we take a look at AGI, please? High time frames. Looks like it's ready to boom. AGI, I like that coin too. God bless you. Thank you for saying that. Let's take a look at AGI. Bitcoin looks like it's going to rip to the upside. I haven't changed my tune here. Everything looking ready to rock for BTC. Let's take a look at AGI USDT and see this thing here, Delicium. Really like this coin, actually. Like the name, like the marketing. Feel like they could do numbers here. Delicium. Definitely something on the radar that I want to kind of keep around. Last time I looked at it was in here, stops below. They definitely took those stops out, right? Again, that like we probably took a Bitcoin dump or something like that. I don't want to like run away, but not an amazing move for Delicium. Now, it got tight inside the channel. Seemed like it did a breakout. Lost to 200. Now it's tight again. Like did a preemptive. Now, this pumps when AI pumps, right? It's an AI mover. Because, AGI, AGIX, and then people, okay, right? It's its own thing, but that's what happens. People couple it, and it is AI, so that's what it does, all right? Look for it to get tight here, break out, and then continue further to the upside, possibly to 30 cents here for Delicium. I like what I'm seeing, and it's making higher lows, right? And then you're going to take a look at the indicators. And on the daily time frame, you are curving higher low, even on the stochastics. Lack of bearish momentum in the MACD. I mean, this thing looks like it's ready to move, right? And the entry will be somewhere here with a push further. I'll always like this coin, and it tends to pump too. All the different times that I swung traded or even just took a look at it, it tend to hit the target nicely many times. Delicium, AGI, lower volume, high risk, of course, but definitely something to keep on the radar. Delicium, AGI, at 30 cents for the target. And a stop loss somewhere below about 17.6 or wherever you feel the need to. I'm not, you do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor. Hey, bud, can you ever use, no. Don't even bring that up, please. Yeah. I have nothing to do with that, so I don't even want to talk about it. Thank you. Keep your, yeah. Dark colored swan season, no FUD. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's all FUD, man. It's all FUD news. live in a reality where that doesn't exist, where we soar above the rest and continue to fly. That's just the reality we live in. That's where we're going. That's what's happening. Nothing else to think about, in my humble opinion. All right. That's it. That's it. So we're on the way to the moon here, and that's what's happening. That's it. Golden Swan. Amen. I love this guy. He knows what's up. Keep your mind right and keep your mind flowing to the right motion in the ocean. Let's take a look at the beautiful fan funding here. God bless everybody that's given a fan funding to the channel. Blessings on blessings to each and every one of you for being alive. Hey, buddy, have not. What's up, Sammy Gruber? Can we take a look at it? Yep, we took a look at that. Sean, blessing, Sam. Can you take a look at Luna C, EGLD? Let's look at Luna C. And Luna C on MEXC Terra Classic. Last time we talked about it, I said it's probably going to pump. I remember saying that. Let's see what happens. It pumped. And I said it was going to go right to 0.001305. It did exactly that. So anyone that took that call from, and I believe I did it on the live, someone asked me about it, Luna C to the upside. And that thing went perfectly. Stop loss to break even. You're still in the gains right now from where we got in. That's how well we position. Even if you fell asleep and forgot about the thing and you picked up where you left off, and it's retesting the support zone. You know, almost saying, hey, can this thing continue further to the upside? I didn't trade it. I usually don't like trading this thing, but I can put my TA, I can put on any asset in the world. I don't care what it is. You know, refurbished. You know, I call this a refurbished. You know, this is an old stable coin brought back to life. Terra Classic. Insanity, right? But this thing could continue. You know, it has a higher target now out of this flag to the upside, just like it broke out of that one. Tight moving averages, previous support of resistance. May just get another pump out of this puppy to the upside. But shout out to anyone that took the initial one. I mean, beautiful move there. And I don't even think I took credit for that in the gain section, but we could put that out there. 34% gains. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade, right? That trade was absolutely beautiful. Just nailed it to the upside. Unbelievable. I mean, that's absolutely beautiful. Shout out to the 2,700 people on the live. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's keep it moving and grooving to the upside. EGLD, Bueno, and XAU. We talked about XAU. God bless you, my friend. Let's look at Bueno and EGLD. This looks like it could continue further. Let me just take a picture here and send it to the group for gains. So I have it documentado. Just want to make sure. All right, and now, you know, yes, there's a chance this thing starts to get, you know, busy. You delete everything now. You want to look at it on like a bigger time frame. And again, getting in when you break above the 200 band on the daily, just a swift plan to make gains. A simple way to push your, you know, to grow accounts. Like the 200 MA just grows accounts if you know how to use it. Litecoin macro seems like a consistent old faithful. It might do numbers there, get back to that $300-$400 range, maybe even go to $6. You never know, right? Look for this to retest. You're getting a nice move. You have a really vicious trend line starting to form that could really hold here. And then you get a nice move further up to 1304. And you kick out, you know, that ain't bad. Yeah. You kick on up there to the upside. All right. Can you take a look at Chill Guy? We already talked about Chill Guy. So funny. You're late to the party. Yeah. We mentioned Chill Guy already. So everyone's talking about Chill Guy. It's getting chilled, guy. Just a chill guy. Still sitting at a $46 million market cap. It is making a bit of an ascending triangle here. If you just put it in TA, the TA is starting to play out. Signs of life. You could say it's in a rising wedge too as well. That could break further to the upside here and continue, you know, somewhere to that 9449 area, right? So pretty nice. And shout out to everyone that gave today. I just want to talk to each and every one of you individually and thank you. If I can, Kevin, HHJHMU. We love you, Kevin. Thank you. With Litecoin. Corey Tweedy. With CHILLGUY. Again, another super chat for Tweety. That's what happens in the stream. We get bombarded with the same coin. We know it's hot. So this stream starts to pick up on what's hot. So you'll find low cap gems. You'll find all you need here. The stream will really blow your mind. The stream provides so much for me. Showing up every single day in the same place provides an area for people to feel comfortable to come and share their knowledge and their wealth. And they share what they know about their memes. They share what they know about their little coins. They share it all here. And it's really cool to see. So that's what I'm like. I show up every day because you guys bless me. I'm excited to find who I'm going to meet, what coin I'm going to learn about. Every single day, someone comes here and teaches us something. Bitcoin, 92,420. Looking for that big move for the all-time high today to $94,000. CHILLGUY would follow this to the upside if that happens. And maybe CHILLGUY's one of those quick movers all the way up to $700 million market cap before we know it, right? Just a CHILLGUY. Do I sell all my AVA for CHILLGUY? Maybe. You guys are making me FOMO for CHILLGUY right now, a little bit, I'll be honest. I think there's definitely some FOMO for it. You know, you start digging around the wallet. What happens when you sell a coin for another one, but then the other one pumps, and then you're like, why though? You know? Does that happen to you? Happens to a lot of people, right? Got my Metaplex bag right there. Yeah, this thing just keeps continuing to kind of, oh, it came down a little bit, but continue. It was doing good. It's doing good. Do S swap it? You can swap right here for Sol. Is it more fees swapping in the Phantom Wallet than the Radium? Oh yeah, Radium v Jupiter. I mean, that's how I do it. I would just go to Jupiter though, so I can save my own money, you know. Oh yeah, you want to flip this and go to your max. I mean, 5 point, and then I can put 5 Sol in here. You know, I put 4 Sol in, so I made gains. You know, and that's how you do it, right? You would flip. The other one's got a smaller market cap though. Ava AI. What is it at now? No, it's got a bigger market cap. So I'd technically be getting in on a small ball. Just a CHILLGUY. Can I swap? You know, you could even probably swap for just a CHILLGUY. Watch this. I never thought about that. But again, it's like everyone's going to do the same thing, CHILLGUY. It has full liquidity now, though, which is awesome. So you copy this, right? And then you go to swap in the Phantom Wallet. And you say, I want to swap, right, my AVA AI for my CHILLGUY. And will they be able to make, you know, they'll figure that out. Probably, is it better to do your own thing? You know what I mean? Or do you just make that happen? And then you just, are people doing this all the time? Are people doing this? Are you swapping from coin to coin? Are you just like aping from coin to coin? Or are you actually going back into Sol each time? Right? And CHILLGUY could be a rug. They're telling everyone to buy it as they rug it. You know? I don't know. It looks pretty good to me. I got a smaller market cap. I got AVA. I want it all though, right? You want it all. You want to buy AVA. You want this. You want that. CHILLGUY on Sol. I mean, a little more sideways. This thing looks like it could rip to 9 cents for faster than we realize. Anyway, I'm starting to FOMO a little bit. We'll see. This is what happens, man. You start FOMOing for these little coins. That's what happens. Bitcoin could easily take a dump here too. Be careful. You know, talks of nonsense today too and all that stuff. So just, you know, that's something we have to think about. All right. All right, let's move through these super chats. And shout out to everyone. We got a long line, but we're doing well. We're doing well. We're getting through them. We're going to get through Jesus, Bongo, and DEGEN. We're going to look at Bongo. It's on Mech C now, so it just came out. We'll take a look at what Bongo looks like. Luna C looks interesting, and it does look like it pumped. We gave it, you know, it looks like it could do it again. It went one time, looks like it could do it again. Bongo the cat, wrap sold, Radium. You can even, sometimes you can find them right here. Bongo continues. I like to just look at it on deck screener. It just looks cleaner. So we found OBOT. We found CHILLGUY today. All right. Just, you know what I mean? You're getting fed with the hotness that's going through the market here. All right. But just be careful. Just be careful. All right. Like DCing into BTC to me is the thing, but you guys do whatever makes you happy. Bongo the cat, you know, we show you that it's kind of still in this uptrend. We wanted it to break on out, still inside the rising wedge that could do damage. Bongo the cat slowly making that move further to the upside at a $76 million market cap, and now has been added to MEXC. Definitely something that's interesting there, added to MEXC. Check out DEGEN, please, and Jesus. Everyone been bringing up, and we've been looking, Jesus. They used to come every day with the Jesus coin people, remember? $30 million market cap for Jesus coin. I'd like to see it continue on up over time, right? It had this little dump, came back up, and honestly, it broke out of this lower area, and this looks a lot like, see this? This looks a lot like that. I wouldn't be surprised if it starts its next big run to the upside. I just don't know how I feel about the coin. I guess I should be happy because it's talking about Jesus, and anything that brings up Jesus is good. But I also feel, is it blasphemous to make a coin called Jesus? I guess not, though. And then I don't want to make, and when the people that made the coin might be super religious and think I'm being rude. So it's a very touchy subject, and then there's people that are religious that think the coin is rude. I think it's a very touchy subject, the Jesus coin. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to go with the positive idea that saying Jesus' name, as long as it's in a beautiful way, and for the sake of people knowing who Jesus was, can't hurt. And so that's what they're using cryptocurrency for. It does look like, just like it looked like here. I can't tell you that's what's going to do, but a lot of times we get these rounded bottoms in the side. That's a cup and handle. That could continue, and it does tell me Jesus could get to an all-time high and more if it continues to rip. And we'll take a look at DEGEN. DEGEN, one of my favorite plays. We'll talk about DEGEN right now. I love DEGEN. DEGEN on MEXC. Cool. So look, we were just looking at it. But there it comes back. Can it come and retest this key area is what you're looking for too, right? Bounce. Really looking for the bounce. First order you would see would be at 4.4, and then could it continue to the big area at 5.2? Suggested it might, but just, regular right there. DEGEN was hot. Look for the retest. This coin will probably likely continue, man. People want their hands on it, and they want it now. I like this project. It's hot. It does its own thing. It can rip. It's got a cult following in a way, and, it's DEGEN, man. So you're looking at, now it may make a right shoulder and continue to go. You want to look at your daily. Daily's a little far away from the 21, suggesting you may get a bigger pullback. You had a huge rip. So you could DCN right here. So the safe thing is the DCN right here. A gutsy call is to make a swing trade right now because you never know, right? And then you go from there. Looks like Bitcoin could rip, though, and some altcoins could fall, right? With Bitcoin dominance, as we did suggest. Just something that we could see happening. Definitely something that you want to kind of look at, all right? Casper, why is it dubbing and how low can it go? Somebody said. All right. And thanks for all the vibes. Can you look at BONKEY on base? Did we look at BONKEY? I want to double check. I think I did. I just want to double check that we did. I believe we did look at BONKEY on base, though. Yep. Oh, wow. This thing is ripping. Ripping. Even in the last 20 minutes, it's been, ripping. Finally getting a bit of a pullback here. BONKEY on base. And BONKEY, I have no idea what it is. I don't understand the cult following behind BONKEY. No clue. I would be looking for some type of flag pullback, though, there for BONKEY after such a massive move up. Very small market cap. It's on base. It's blue. The color blue tends to kind of be the new thing. I can't explain why, but it tends to do well. 92,500 for Bitcoin. We are in the money. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's get the party started here to the upside. Everyone should be in gains, baby, gains. If you're a LEV trader with me on these moves, you use the same education, same strategy, similar ideas, you should be in the gains. It depends, though. All right, you got to click the button. All right, not everyone clicks the button. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Bitcoin still in this rising wedge, kind of rounding the top, but fighting that off, getting the bounce, tight moving averages above the 200 MA. Still showing signs of life to the upside. Let's take a look at our baby Caspa. It pumped hard all the way up to 17. Thing was ripping to the upside, right? And it looked like we were going to get a beautiful move. Last night we came up and then out of nowhere, a violent move down, right? I mean, Bitcoin moved down, but why did Caspa take a violent move down like that? It could have just been just an overzealous bullish seller, someone that was up big and wanted to sell, take some profits. I guess a bearish bull, but someone that was in some heavy profit. But it came right back down to previous support and resistance. So probably usually it's about to take off and pump, and some VC, someone wants a bag of it, and so they do something to manipulate the market to get it to fill that bag. It kind of looks like what happened to me, but you never know. I'm being imaginative and creative there. You never know what could have happened. What you do want to see is, look, previous support becomes resistance right here, which so far is happening very nicely, and it looks like it's bouncing back very, very fast. In my humble opinion, last chance is the DCA before Caspa does one of these. It'll follow Bitcoin. As Bitcoin dominance shreds other altcoins, Caspa can kind of hold against that and really start to make a move. So other altcoins took the dip as Bitcoin dominance dropped. Caspa dropped. This is what happened. And then people realize, no, this is proof of work. Like, it's going to work with Bitcoin. Like, no. And they start buying it again. And then realize, no, these pump together. And then Caspa regains faster than other coins. 92,560 for Bitcoin. We are starting to get busy here to the upside. We want that rip all the way to $93,000 dollar bill, yo. Sui and Fred. Let's take a look at Fred and Sui. USDT. And shout out to Simran Merchandi with the Fred super chat. Shout out to the Sui by Divra Meta. We love you. Let's take a look at Fred here on the radar. Fred finally may have bottomed. They took it all the way down to the 786. What a massive dump. They weren't playing. The night I put it out, it ripped up to 30, and that was it. Thought it would start running with Peanut, but that's kind of what happens, right? It got a massive sell-off. Time to possibly dig back into Fred, right? Fred bounced at 7 or 8. Already kind of ripped back up somewhere to about 13. Wow. And that's when we first got into Fred, when I did, and we rode it up to 30. In a night, Fred made some massive gains. We had fun trading Fred. It was a blast. Can Fred get back into good graces here and continue to pump? Looks like it may. Looks like it may be making a bit of a shoulder, a head, and somewhat of a right shoulder there that could continue to propel it further to the upside. Could be some of the best prices. I believe in memes. I do. There's definitely a section that you should have access to. I've made money in them already, so it's led me to believe my belief was correct. So my speculative nature and my belief have met in the middle. We've made some gains. Peanut ripped. We found Peanut pretty early. Fred ripped. We found Fred, right? Even on the live stream, we found Fred. I didn't get until later. Point is, if I believe memes are going to continue, and this is going to continue, look at this Bitcoin at 92,700. We're getting a really nice short squeeze here for BTC. Everything in our favor here for Bitcoin. And let the rippage really rip. All right? Now we're up $200 in that scalp trade. Things going our way for Bitcoin. All right? Can we continue to get a rippage? And then look at the bigger trade there. That's up $731 too. So we're just in the money of $1,000 again here. Just starting, and we already took $1,000 out of the trade. I'm telling you, man, it's been like, they've been feeding me money like an ATM here. Just kind of doing the right thing, staying focused, staying disciplined, and taking money hand over fist. God bless everyone that makes gains with the Lifer. I appreciate you. I love you. Sam Price, the Crypto Lifer, man. My last name's Price. I was born to get this cash, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you. May God bless you all. And I like that 190. Scalp trades for me. I'm just trying to take what I can out of the market. Likely to come back down to the 21, actually. Good time to take some profits there. That's going to roof down. All right. Let's see where the 21 sits here. Ruin my stop right there. If they ruin this pattern, then it's over. As long as this pattern stays fresh, I guess we can continue the uptrend, right? 194 still in the trade. And I put my money where my mouth is. That's a $3,000 trade, basically. It's at, X leverage. Okay. And I did it was like a delayed flash there. I did notice that. All right. I just use a lot of programs. Once I stop live streaming, my bandwidth comes back a bit. But it still holds up pretty nicely. I still trade the second chart the other day like it's nothing. But that's kind of the next idea here, right? After we broke out of this flag. 92,670, and that liquidity is further to the upside. We can continue to track that liquidity. Use this flag now, because if you're gonna dump, this flag won't break. I mean, you're gonna continue in a nice flag here. That target still is 93,779. I'm gonna raise it. Stop loss there is 92,225 now. And as we keep taking money out of the market, we don't give back the money. That's the key. And if you miss a two, it won't make sense. And there we go. And I want to see this kind of kiss the 21 if I can. Like see how it did here? I'd like to see the 21 and price action come hang out together for a bit. And then I'd like to get back inside the trade. Let's take a look at SWE. We'll SWE on into SWE over here. Yeah, so Fred could definitely have bottomed. Let's pull a fib here. If you believe in the meme cycle, it's so new. But it did make a technical analysis. Fibonacci bounced back off the 786 and bounce. People could forget about it. It could get memed to zero. You never know, right? So you're just like, you can't put your, but it's up to you. That's really up to the person. Me, I make the connection. I got a little bit of Fred. Let's hope, there's a chance it could do half of what Peanut does and go to $1 billion market cap. Peanut went to 1.7, right? So, okay, let's look at SWE. SWE, baby, SWE on MEXC. Wow, so SWE looks interesting. Like it's going to follow Bitcoin, right? Doesn't really care. People are like, why are altcoins dropping? I didn't, like only a couple. Like, SWE's in a bull flag and looks like it may continue. Moving averages are getting far apart, so it could make a shoulder, head, right shoulder, and start to dump. I'm open-minded. I can give you both scenarios. I can see a bullish and a bearish scenario all at the same time. That looks like it could come further back down here. Possibly to the 21-day moving average, right? Bitcoin struggling back at 580 there. Dang, after that beautiful move to the upside for BTC. 460 even. Crazy. Look at that. Right? So that's why I didn't, it's always good. See, I took profits there. Smart move. Would have lost them all. It's so insane how quick. And that's why I pay myself so fast in a lot of these. Even this long-term trade just lost, 200. That's another 448. I take that. I'm up like $2,000 on the day. And I don't really, I've hit all my limits for the day. I keep one of these bigger trades to play out, and the liquidities, I want to ride this thing to 94,000. I also don't want to give back anymore. I was at 700. I don't like giving back the gains. I got to reposition too and see what's happening. Get rid of this flag. We don't need it. And it's like chess. You're always setting up for the next idea, the next possible move. The game of chess is like a sword fight. You must think first before you move. If I go there and he goes there and I go there and he goes there, oof. He's going to slice me right? It's like, oof. I'm going to get sliced. And I keep the weeks trade open long term, but these are good. Dang, good position there. Above the 200 MA, we got to battle this trend line and bounce. Baby, bounce, 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 and baby, bounce, bounce, bounce. Got to get that bounce. How far are we from the 21 on the other time frames? 5 minute, Swing down while that swings down, not bad. I've seen this recently play out a lot. I'm going to show you right here. This really is the next trade I should be taking. There it is. You know, I always get clarity when I remove everything and I look fresh again. That's why I'm probably 4 to maybe even 7 to 8, and even 10 times a day. I'm re-clearing my palette here. I'm using multiple charts. I don't know if everyone else does this, but I'm like charting on this, I'm charting on that. And you're like, he charts on XE, he charts on TradingView, he charts on all this stuff. It's the weird way in which I do things because like I'm compartmentalizing everything I'm seeing. Then I triple chart, double chart, quadruple chart, right? I double check. Then I try to see if I see something I didn't see before. I try to change my mind. Go for a walk, come back. You know what I mean? All these things help kind of as you're making your deductions for what's happening in price inside price action. 91,699. And then nothing is guaranteed too. That's what's crazy. Like, you know, you make your moves depending. Like when you're going for the 10 grand, the 5 grand trade, you're gonna many times the 1,000's gonna turn to 5, the 2,000's gonna turn to 1, the 3,000 will turn back to 15, and you just gotta sit in that trade, and it just takes its time. Like if this bounces, this will be way bigger, right? And if I just believe, I gotta have faith we're gonna crush this liquidity later on today and go all the way to 93,006 and up to 94K, right? There's liquidity on either side. We could go either way. A new listing, what is that called? AI16 Ziela. Never heard of it, right? I like watching the launches though. They're crazy. On like the 1 minute on the K line. So hot. So it came in, people just snatched it. And if you were early enough, they were 3.9. It already did a double up. And then you got to start selling. And most people are back where they started, right? Crazy. Now it's the time to think about it, right? So you don't get it. I never get the launch. And sometimes I've missed a huge move. And I have no idea what this thing is, right? A16 is ELIZA. It's you know, it's unique enough, right? But ELIZA. Let's take a look. She might be another sentient, right? ELIZA wakes up, is launched and supported by A16 trading pair ELIZA. Okay, what is ELIZA? I think it's a sentient, right? Like Ava, but I don't know. I'm probably jumping the gun there. No website, right? No, nothing. No storyline about ELIZA. ELIZA made on ELIZA. Nothing. Where's the website? Does it even have a website? What the heck is ELIZA, right? And you see, what was it doing before HitMEX C? So you want to like get the contract address. And now it has a 20, so it hit MEXC at a $27 million market cap, right? So people were already in before it hit MEXC. You have to understand these things too. It already ripped up. People got in early bird and already sold off, made massive gains, came back up again. Can it hold? This is like the stage where it's ready for its next big level. See, the 100Xers get in early. I mean, if you hold from MEXC can tend to 20X, right? And that's kind of the story. You want to get things early, watch them hit MEXC, and then just hold them till you sell them later on at bigger scale, right? Bitcoin struggling right here at this bottom trend line. It's like almost not where it's like, I can't look. We get that bounce though, it changes everything. We're resetting on the 5-minute time frame. You don't want to see a dump all the way to the 200 MA. You know, it's almost better like you get out, wait for it to get tight, and you get back in again on the bigger trade. And that's 700 now, 290. It's tough. Holding big trades for me isn't easy because I like taking the money every day. And I tend to just tell myself, you know what? I'm a day trader on my leverage account. And I swing trade everything else. Like I'm a swing spot trader. I put big money spot. It doesn't matter. But I tend to day trade my leverage account. You know, and I go to bed at night and I can open up a trade at night. It doesn't mean it has to be during the day. But I like my trades to last 4 to 12 hours. I don't like to be in them too long. And I like to make the gains and go from there. Nice bounce back. We'll see how this goes. 369, 72. Okay. Shout out to Vista TA, please. Thank you. Shout out to Badri84. We love you. Thoughts on COTI? Hey, Lifer, what's the best strategy to take profit? I like to take profit when I'm away from the 21-day moving average. And the stochastics are high. The stochastics RSI. Check out AETHER. It looks good. I love that coin. Thank you for saying that. THETA, please. Thank you. Jesus coin. The exchange only has 1% of the public to sell. The public 80% supply. Burn money. That's pretty good to know. Look at BLUB on SUI. XRP, brother. On unmentioned. Hulk Solana. God bless you, brother. Kelly L. Thank you for what you do. You're helping so many people. God bless you, man. Thank you. Thoughts on Myro? I love Myro. Myro's hot. And so we're going to get through this list together here. Litecoin macro. And that's where we left off there. Litecoin macro and the chill guy. All right. Still inside the trade. Sorry, I got distracted by the money I was making. You know, it's funny, but. And remember, we still want to scalp back in on the USDT pair. All right. Make sure I'm back in on the USDT pair. Yeah. That trade looks pretty lovely to me now, like it's ready to rock out. Like we got through the downside. We can get a nice pump here. And there we go. Now we risk like 2 for 5, right? That's all. Just try to get the 500 up to 94. Nice little trade for the day. Add to the list. You know, and then we're back up 500 on this bigger trade too, up 6%. Let's see where this puppy can take us. Bitcoin, baby, Bitcoin. All right. That's why you can't panic sell. You got to let it wiggle. It's not easy, though, is it? I make it look easy, but I also, you know, I'm prepared for it. So, Litecoin. Let's take a look at Litecoin. So, you know exactly where Bitcoin's sitting. You know I want to go to 94,000, 93,600 at least. And that's Bookmap that I'm using every time to kind of look at that liquidity and get an idea of what's happening. Little bitty Litecoin. So wow, someone must have asked me and I made this little flag. Litecoin did pump from the lows at 65 all the way to 97. Even Litecoin getting back to 97. You know, Litecoin was the first coins I ever bought at $5. And there was only 3 coins on Coinbase when I got in. Only 3 coins. There was Ethereum, Bitcoin, and then they added Litecoin. They didn't have Litecoin. And then when Litecoin was added, I said, wow, this is the next cool shiny toy. I said, Bitcoin ripped. I said, Ethereum ripped. I said, all these coins rip, and this is the only one they have. And I told everyone, Litecoin's going to go far. And it was $5 a coin. And I rode that Litecoin up to $100, man. And then I got in and out throughout different times when it went all the way back up to 400. But the main thing that Litecoin changed my life. $5 to, you know, it was a 20x. Litecoin really made me realize the potential and the opportunity here. And back then, you didn't need to know anything but just how to buy the next one that was out. It was that simple. That premise still sometimes applies today when it comes to a meme or the right coin at the right time, right? But it's you know. Shout out to 824 people. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I greatly appreciate it. If you hit the like button, you're going to help this show move. Someone else is going to learn. You're going to be able to make live trades, get education, and find out more. We've made profitable trades here in front of you today. You've seen it happen. We're able to scalp and not lose our money in front of you on a daily basis here. So Litecoin on the 3-day chart looks like it's a little bent. Needs to come on back down and maybe possibly retest. Had a huge move recently. So Litecoin, in my mind, has to come back down and retest the 3-day, 21-day moving average before it can pump. But it still looks good. Looking for that cup and handle to form for that next move. But it may get sold off here as Bitcoin shines. That's just what I see happening. Thank you, Kevin, HHM Jew. Shout out to Benga for the NOK25. Benga, we love you. Shout out to the $155 in chat revenue. People are amazing. Let's take a look at Myro. Myro, one of my favorite coins. You know, I did a meme video. Did not get to include Myro. Funny, I would have too. One of my lower cap gems. But I see Myro just funny. The 3 days says Myro comes down one more time to the lows. So maybe Bitcoin pumps hard and we have one more drop and then we get sideways. But there is a chance here that Myro does go low. Well, let's zoom in. You got some beautiful support of resistance right now, which you'd like to see hold. The daily kind of overbought with the curve, though. You are above the 200 MA. And then your 4-hour, a bit rollover, right? So it's almost like you were about to do damage. Everything was going well. And it got a sell-off. Now you're looking for the double bottom and the bounce back to the upside. So you're looking for some type of double bottom here and a move back. You know, it could be a great place to retest previous support. You lose that, you're coming back down to the 21 on the point in that POC there at about what? 11289. All right. For Myro. So just something to kind of keep on your radar and think about. Myro. I like Myro. It just doesn't look like it's perfect time just yet. I would be DCAing into Myro though too if I didn't have enough. Like a little bit here, a little bit there. And in my humble opinion, it's on its way to the moon. It's just, this is going to be that last time to accumulate Myro before it rips. But that's my idea. You know, you got to have that same belief and idea. I don't know if you do, right? Thanks for what you do, gotcha. Captain Dave, we love you, man. That's super nice of you to say. God bless you, Captain Dave and family. We love you, Captain Dave. Let's look at the one we shall not mention here. 228 million. Just continuing to rip. That looks like it's going to pump. I mean, that's a beautiful double bottom. You see it? And I've seen that exact shape pump many, many times. So that even if you were just swing trading, it looks like in the next 10 to 20 hours, we should get some type of action here. You never know. 68% of the time, a double bottom does break to the upside. That looks very, very bullish to me. You do whatever you think, but that looks very, very bullish to me. I'm going to have to say that's probably going to continue to move. There's no reason. It's just everything's true about it. All right. That's what men like. It's just a fact. Like, let's be honest. Let's take a look here at BLUB, SWE, right? Premier coin on SWE. And this is the one everyone talked about. Everyone went over it. Everyone said if anything's hot, it's going to be BLUB. And BLUB did rip. It did exactly what everyone told us it would do. It ripped. I remember we knew BLUB somewhere early when SWE really was just kind of getting started. We knew BLUB. And, you know, look for SWE to become the new soul, or just, you know, the new competitor soul. But there's going to be a lot more memes, a lot more action, and it's going to cause a frenzy here for Solana and a lot of these memes. What you're looking for now is a possible bounce off that key level. See if you can flag out one or two, and then I do see something continuing, but you got to bounce, right? So I see a move coming, but you might bounce there or there. It just depends on how this, you know, you look for that. That would be my first area to think about. And if it falls down, you know, I'd be looking at, if I believed in the coin, I would be DCAing there and there. And it does look like another leg up is coming. It's got a, you know, pretty set from where it's at. BLUB on SWE. And really was the premier coin. It's got one of the biggest followings of all the other coins on SWE because it's been out earlier. All right. Let's take a look at XRPZ, the baby, the one, the banker's coin, XRP, the banker's coin. Yeah, we used to do that, right? Next up, the banker's coin, XRP. Now, bit of an Adam and Eve double top. Does Bitcoin rip and does Bitcoin dominance kick this thing right out? You know what I mean? And do we start pushing further out? I don't know. Does it pump with Bitcoin? All I know is this trend line's holding pretty well, but it seems like we're kind of hanging right on it with the 21-day moving average. 1 hour time frame has very tight moving averages with the 200 coming closer. It's usually a bullish sign. If in the next 4 to 6 hours you get a bounce up here, it's very likely you're going to continue this move further to the upside. If you even falter and start to do this, I mean, you're dropping. So basically, if you see this XRP above 111 in the next 5 to 7 hours, I mean, it's very likely we're going to pump. If you see it below 106, 5 to 6 hours from now, it's likely we're going to head further back down to possibly 98. So it's at a standstill. The stochastics are low and they look good to me. And that's a falling wedge, and falling wedges break up 68% of the time. So by the book, it says we're going to break back up here to the upside, and then we'll see what happens in this. But XRP looking pretty nice. Target would be 172 if XRP can hold that bottom trend line and continue to pump to the upside. Shout out to Hulk Solana for that. Thank you. Shout out to Keel L. Shout out to anyone that gave a super chat. Williest. Shout out to Jumper DC's AS World. Thank you for the Jesus Coin super chat. Theta, please, says VMI alum. And then we also have to check out AETHER. All right. A double top for XRP. Do you see it, Life? Possible, but it's a lower high. So I showed you what I saw. Hey, Lifer, what's the best strategy to take profit? I talked about that as well. All right. and then we'll go further down the line to find out what's hot. And then we'll look at VISTA. TA for the bigger super chat. We'll take a look at VISTA right away because he threw down pretty nicely there. Shout out to Badri. We love you, man. Let's take a look at VISTA. God bless everybody here on the live, jumping on in, just entertaining, being a part of it. I love it. So we talked about VISTA, and I said that, you know, definitely the key area to get in was going to be somewhere right around here. And ever since then, VISTA did rip. It was 26 something and it ripped. Now what? Well, now it's in a beautiful flag, and that flag looks good. And we're right above that golden pocket, right above support of resistance right there. That's like support of resistance areas. So look, we'll make it really clear, but the moving averages are tight enough for a bigger move. A lot of coins are coming back to these previous support lines. I'm seeing it all over the place. Some of them are more stretched out, some of them are in rising wedges, but they're all kind of basically doing something somewhat similar. This looks like it could break out, right? I have to be honest. It looks like it's breaking out like as we speak, right? VISTA. So I don't tend to like to buy breakouts, but I have to be honest. I mean, you get in there with a stop loss on the, you know, other side of this pattern and see if this pattern takes you all the way. It says it can. 63 would be the next target for VISTA. And from the low there, 23, that's absolutely amazing. So VISTA looks good to me. It is breaking out, technically buying the breakout, something I usually never do. But look at the curve on the stochastics in the 1 hour time frame. VISTA looks like it's about to boom. I never, you know, and again, you don't have to buy the breakout. You could switch to the 7, the 5, look for smaller time frames. They're going to come back to the 21, look for them to flag out and then take advantage of the move. And that's what I teach my students all the time, right? That way you're never chasing. You're just building an idea, getting yourself ready. But VISTA looks like it may just continue to get hot today. And that target for VISTA, 63.98. Yeah, that's what. So VISTA, 63.98 here for BTC. BTC is at 92,620, just doing damage. I'm just so happy to be alive right now. Bitcoin doing damage. Both trades still open. One up 47, one up 447. Isn't that amazing how that just lines up like that? Oh, 647. That should rip then. Yeah. And there you have it, man. Up about more than $700. And now it looks like we're about to really start to rip. This is about to break out. That candle's strong. We're curving on the stochastics. We break this resistance. We are ripping to 94,800. And I'd want to see this all-time high in the stream. Can we get an all-time high right now, baby, for Bitcoin while we're live? I believe we can. Let's get the likes up to the watches for the all-time high. We're going to get an all-time high. We can't get 1,000 likes on this live stream. Let's go, baby. Let's get you out of you. Let's go, baby. Let's get everybody motivated, man. Live stream usually has more energy, right? I'm usually like, where's that guy? We got to pump it up. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's get you out of your seat. Let's get you moving. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. This is not your average YouTube channel. Let's get that energy at its apogee, actually and factually, increasing daily, rapidly. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Blessings on blessings to be alive. God gave us such a beautiful day here to be with each other. We're making gains from our house. I'm making gains from my house in a beautiful suit. Like, what could be better, man? These are the blessings. Dressed to impress, dressed for success, and sitting at home, man. It's funny, wait, but that doesn't sound right. But you know what I'm saying. And happily at home, working from my home office that I built, my home studio that I put together, the most comfortable place I can be, so I can do exactly what I need to do to make it happen for everybody out there. God bless you all. If you jumped on into any of these trades, making gains, it does not matter. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Want to see this thing really start to finish off and follow through to the upside here. If you started with 3K today, what are you buying? I mean, I don't know, man. I can't really love listening to you every day on my way home from work. It's like a live commentary on Bitcoin and my trades. Can we have a look at Render? Oh my gosh. A lot of super chats just came in, everybody. And they're all $5 too. People are throwing down. They're not playing games. Blessings on blessings. You people are really nice and really amazing and very respectful. Is it the suit that gains me the respect? Is it the tie? You put a tie on, people say, hey, he spent the extra time to put the tie on, right? I mean, he must care about us, right? So we care about him. So we're going to throw down on those super chats. See, it's like, whether it's psychological or not, there's reciprocity here. And I feel it all the time on this channel. And people wonder, why do you do this? Why do you do that? I'm like, well, I do because it works. And I like what works, you know? I'm a businessman. We got to look at Ether, ATH, and I'll see if my group is keeping track. Although I'm trying to do the list myself. I don't know why today. But I'll check the live chat, see if my group is keeping track for me. I like to test my group, see if they do it anyway, or you know what I mean? I don't see it there, so they're like, oh, he's doing it himself. 641, 410 there on the trade. We got a lot of, I mean, that's a lot of money in that trade. We're using about 8 grand, 9 grand. One trade's a whole Bitcoin trade with the levy. Shout out to Randy Hipper in the house. Shout out to Love Learning in the house. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. I see you, Randy. Sorry I didn't see you for a while. I haven't been looking at the live chat. I've been stuck in super chat land. There's so many that, which is a blessing, right? I'm not complaining by any means. But we got to organize them and get them right, and basically have to spend so much time in super chat land. I'm 675 of that bigger trade. 50 on the scalp. We just opened after taking the other scalp off the table. And it's all about the scalpelinos. Okay, we got a lot coming your way. ATH, and I'll get that one out the way, and then we'll move forward. I have ATH. I like the coin, personally. Interesting to me, for sure, right? And VISTA looks like it's going to pump, everybody. It looks hot right now. It's in that zone. This thing has been sitting between 6 and 7 cents for me every time I look at it. Like, it's just kind of what it's been doing. Funny, I was doing some deep in talk, I guess, one day. But that's accumulation to me off of a double bottom. I mean, beautiful double bottom, right? And now we want to see, when is it going to get above those two? Yeah, well, there it is. So that's, I like that. So the 12 hour, ooh, this looks good. Let's look at our 8 hour. I like this on the 8 hour. I'd wait for the stochastics to get low. I'd pull this trend line. When it hits the trend line, I'd be in there like swimwear. I like this thing. It's going to move. That thing could bang. Yeah, you spit your sauce out, right? He just said, what? But look, this thing can get further to the upside. Look at the target there at 9652, right? We'll get zesty in here, right? We'll get it zesty in here. Let's go. So, boom. Look at that, right? And get this move all the way to 9652. All right. 1K like. Shout out to everybody with 1,000 likes. Thank you for the love. We appreciate that. You guys have been rocking. So look for Ether to move here. I would put a beautiful vertical line here. Look at that. Those are the super chats. That's kind of cool, right? I like that. I never did that before. It was so funny. But we could put a vertical line here. Right click. Add alerts. And when we cross that vertical line, I'm going to know, baby. I'm going to know. Sam is the pro crypto commentator, right? Banana for scale on Sol. Elon has the banana on his Starship. Banana for scale to the moon. Literally banana for scale. But why banana for scale? Why can't it just be a banana coin? Banana gun. Banana action. You know? The banana. Bitcoin is 0.04. Please check. Amazing. Doge is ripping. We just put a bunch of gains into Doge. And Doge is ripping because Doge is hot. Man, Doge, baby. Doge. I put 20K into Doge just a couple days ago. And I like that Rolex. God bless you, man. Thank you for the love. Appreciate you. You need to check out the Sea Lion on Archie, the Ari, the Sea Lion on. Interesting, something happened to him too. 92,620 for Bitcoin. Ether. And let's take a look at our next super chat here, which is going to be EGLD, an old coin that I got into years ago, around $20. It did rip to $5.40. They rebranded to Multiverse X. We saw a move coming here, and look at that thing. It is pumping to the upside. There was a flag on all the 4 hours, and I said, look for a move to the upside. It's up 17%. All right. Congratulations to anyone that took this call. EGLD for gains. No stop loss got hit in the making of that trade. It never went lower than positional entry. I mean, just continued to move. I mean, that's 17 beautiful gains. 17% right there on the line. Okay, Doge. All right. And now I would re-envision this after such a nice move. And you can see you're clearly getting tight. I see this getting back to 500. Holochain had that thing dealing with Audi. This thing was hot. Rebranded to Multiverse X. Could do numbers. Can be run on small computers without a lot of nonsense. Ease of use. EGLD. The reason why I got it. Look at the supply. I'm going to show you the supply. You're going to fall on the floor. Most people don't know a lot about EGLD. I studied this coin. I had it for years. I still own it. Could it eventually be my payday out here? EGLD, Multiverse X. Look at the supply. It's going to blow your mind. 31 million. There's only 31 million. It's only got 10 million more. And the total supply is already out at 27. So it's got a whole circulating supply. You can't get dumped on. There's no VCs. Pretty awesome, man. Market cap's still up below $1 billion. This thing's kind of a sleeper, honestly, even though it's been out for a long time. The only thing is it's an old coin, so it can get out marketed, kind of get out thought. People are like, eh. But man, old coins are kind of coming back right now, so you never know. EGLD looks nice to me. I see a move out of EGLD. The last trade played out perfectly. So EGLD's been good to us. Maybe the secondary trade will play out yet again here for Bitcoin. 3.6 to 1 risk reward ratio for BTC. And can we continue further to the upside and have some fun here? EGLD on the altcoin set. I'd add it to the watch list. You should have a whole watch list of hot coins and setups waiting for you, ready to go. That's how simple this stuff is. And then when you're ready to go, you're ready to go. You don't have to think. You just deploy what your thought process had given you previously. So you sit and do the high-end brain work, and then you live off that brain work later on. Simple way, too, is to add alerts. The alerts get positioned inside of a list for you here, and that's just a simple way to make lists without even doing a thing. Simple as simple does. I hit that thing. I got so many alerts waiting for me that I can go through and talk to and look at that I've set for myself and get ahead of the game. Thoughts on Kibshi, Kirby, the baby elephant. Oh, no, another one. Lester dumps 50 down the last 10 minutes. Wow. SEI had 4 unlocks today. That's good. And it barely hurt the price. People want in, man. It unlocks into bullishness. That's a good sign. People can use it for liquidity, use it for different things, and they probably use it to buy memes. And so because there's memes, that can eat up the liquidity of the unlocks. I see SEI continuing to pump. Look for this thing to move. Target is 64. I'm heavy. And SEI, like 50, 60 grand heavy, I'm not going to lie. All right. Thoughts on Algo? Algo continuing to move. Had a big pump, though. Probably will pull back a bit if you think about it. Right. Let's check ETH. Much love for value. Live. God bless you, man. Thank you for being here. Much love to you, too. Thank you. Let's take a look at THETA and COTI. THETA just disappointing, right? They had a really good thing going. They were one of the biggest things, and I feel like they kind of gave up on themselves. I don't know what happened, and maybe not. I don't want to piss the THETA team off. I forget. I used to think I'm a small channel, and what I said no one hears. Now I forget, like, what I say may actually, like, I don't know, stir the industry. I do see THETA in a giant cup and handle breaking out. Like, we talked about that, right? And it got well above the daily 200 MA. And I always say that's when things start to move. That's my go-to. So I would wait for it to, pump. Eventually it could cool off. Maybe it pumps a little more. Maybe it doesn't. But I'd wait for it to start to flag on the daily and wait for it to come back to the 21. At that point, the DCA is back on and the thing's probably ready to rock. But it's showing signs that it's broken out. And I have a target to 412. And it can get all the way back to to $20 and all that. But let's get to 412 first. Let's get to 248, and we'll start kind of going from there, one step at a time. Dogecoin, man. Let's see what's happening with Doge. It's ripping. We talked about it earlier today. Put it in a flag. Went over the fact that it could break out, and so far it is breaking out. Just be careful. Could be kind of a pump that pulls back. But Dogecoin at 40 cents right now, ripping to the upside, about to break this previous high. And what I see is it's following Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's flagging out. So flag out Dogecoin now. And this is why I have so many different, my mind, my subconscious mind has so many patterns stored ready for what price action could do, because I've seen so much price action and I continuously feed it. And so I gain an edge every day on someone else that doesn't work as hard as me. I gain another edge and another edge. And because I'm hyper active and basically, have a lot of pattern recognition, I do this hours and hours a day, and I just continue to gain an edge on the rest of the populace because I do this more and more and more every single day, more than there's people that need to do it more than me, and they're not doing it as much as me every day, and I continuously gain an edge. If you do something every day, you're going to get good at it. So I can see things that most people don't even know are going to happen. I can see it happening before it even happens, right? It's called walking on water, baby. It's lifer vision. That lifer vision. Remember double vision? It's that lifer vision. Doge is on the way to the target at 65. That's why I put a big boatload of money into Doge. Doge mooning, Bitcoin mooning. It's our day to be alive, baby. Let's go. Up $700 on the trade. Let's go. Even more, almost hitting 800 now. 729, 9% on MEXC. If you want to trade where we trade, hit the link in the description below for MEXC. Hit the link in the pinned comment up here if you want to join WEX. WEX is awesome. MEXC is awesome. They're my two exchanges that I like the most because they don't take your money when you trade like the other ones. The other ones take way more money from you. We're in this trade right here. We want to see this thing moon. 15-minute looks good to me too. Can we get the pump on the 15-minute out of this flag? Can we stop playing games and get this moon? My target I'm looking at is 94,684 for Bitcoin. It's all on the line. We're all in. A whole Bitcoin on the trade. $8,000 in a 12x leverage. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 1 BTC. 1.01333. I think there's 333 in there. 134. It changes with the collateral. Hey, Doge, take it over in the game. Randy Hipper in the house. Everyone go over and subscribe to Randy Hipper. She's the coolest. She's my crypto sis out in the game here. Randy Hipper on her way to 20,000 subs and counting. She puts in the work every single day and grinding. Constantly goes live like me every single day without fail, through hurricanes, through ups and downs, no matter what. Randy Hipper, she'll be here. 5 years from now, she'll be here. Okay? Will you be? That's the question. All right? God bless everybody here. 92,780 for Bitcoin, ripping to the upside. Can you feel it? We're getting into the red here. 92.8. Bring us the money. We want to get paid. Stochastics turning to the upside. Everything looking good here. Let's get this short squeeze on the road here for Bitcoin. Squeezing the shorts. That's what that is. A liquidation event on the shorts as we squeeze them up. Squeeze them. Squeeze them. And there's that breakout of this channel to the upside. This is what we were looking for. This is what we want to see. Up 900 now. Up now. We're just taking it in. Couple $1,000 a day every single day. Trades are going well. And that's just on the intraday trades. Never mind the bags. We got this, baby. We got this. Shout out to everybody here. Have no fear. The TA is showing us the way. We just need to have faith in our geometric shapes and not in our emotions. Your emotions will wreck and destroy you. The shapes will bring you where you need to be. This is the trade. If you want to, this is the channel. If you want to be a trader, if you feel like trading is all you want to do, if you want to take trading to the next level, that's how I felt, then you feel just like me, then you want to take things to the next level, you're ready to push it, then this is where you want to be. All right? No one else is going to give you that level of intensity that you're looking for, but here. This is it. This is it. This is the heightened apogee point in the industry. SUI looks like it could pull back on the day. It's a little over-regulated, you know? So I'm looking like does SUI pull back, right? Smaller time frames you think would follow Bitcoin. So I would just flag it out. But see how that's even like shoulder, head, and right shouldery? They have unlocks too. People have made a lot of money. And people might, you know, once a coin's hot, people might want to sell SUI for Bitcoin. You get it? It's like, well, Bitcoin takes off again and I rip SUI. I mean, definitely a flag that could continue, but not the best flag. It has some decentral vibes, right? It's just doesn't look amazing. I have to be honest right now. Everyone says, oh, SUI's going to rip. Possibly it does. It's a pretty decent flag. Better than nothing, but I like a flag a little more vertical. And there you go. If you kind of tilt it. My thing is, Sui's so hot and everything's hot. I guess you just have to say, you know what? Sui's previous support is resistance. Sui's going to pump. 462 for Sui. I don't see how it doesn't pump. I'm just a little weary of the bigger time frame. 92,920. Bitcoin gearing up to 93K. This is it. Are we getting to the all-time high? Google search should be running. Where is everybody today on a Tuesday? We are ripping to the upside. Made live trades for you. Show you how to get in and get out. We had bigger trades open. We are just doing it like we've never done it before here on this channel. All-time highs for viewership. All-time highs for the likes. All-time highs for the super chats. All-time highs for everything, baby. My life is at an all-time high, and you're with me right now. That means you are at an all-time high. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? Can I get everyone hitting the likes? Can I get 100? Can I get a 333 in the comment section? Let's go, baby. Let's go. I'm drunk off gains. I'm hyped right now. Let's go. What's the probability of going back to 20? Keep doing your thing. TIA is great. It's something that gets staked a lot, so a lot of the money is staked out. You know, it's just going to do its thing. It's going up and down. Shout out to my 333. Shout out to Randy. I see you. Shout out to everybody out here. Lou Angel. Shout out to Dank Friend. Awesome people here on the live, man. L. Irvin Johnson. My man. Shout out to Bent Gout. Andrew Thompson. Shout out to Dude Tang. My man, Paul Wood. Margaret Ness. We love you, Margaret. Stack McChange in the house. Stack McChange, man. My man, Stack. Love learning. We love you. The universe in you. I like that. Mother Indonesia. Sam, I'm here every day for almost a year. BM, we love you, bro. Forget my super chat. You telling me to forget it or I forgot it? We didn't forget. We're going to go through them all. There's so many. It's just going to take us time. It's just that it's not easy. When you're in demand, it's not that easy. Let's get into COTI. I got a whole list of them. I'm going through them. I still got Beam, Andy on base, Hoppy. All right. And maybe some other ones. We got Render, Beam, Andy on base. I believe I did Bongo and ALEPH. Love you. Nice Rolex, by the way. Thank you so much. Forgot to put it on today. Babe, can you get my Rolex? No, she never will. War just broke out. Oh, man. I don't listen to that stuff, man. Don't listen. Don't listen. Don't listen. They'll keep it going. They'll do whatever they can to keep the frequency low. Pick a reality where war does not exist. Pick a reality where we move on. Pick a reality where somehow, and if you really believe that, I believe your brain will switch to a different reality. You'll live in the reality where war does exist, and I won't. I will not. I will move myself into a different timeline overnight, maybe even right now. So I don't give in to that nonsense. I really don't. And I don't even mention it. I don't let it continue. All right? If we have to protect ourselves, we will. But you know what I'm saying? So COTI's at a nice symmetrical triangle. Good 50-50. Most things are bullish, but your 10 hours a little overbought on the stochastics RSI. See that curve? Just tells me to be careful there. Isn't my favorite coin, and it's really down in accumulation. Just up and down. It could go lower. My thing is, if you believe in it, these are the best prices to buy before it actually rips. Like you're in this long, rounded bottom. So everyone, if your coin looks like this, which is 90% of coins like this, other ones are on the move up. If your coins look like this, you just gotta, all right. 92.7 acquired, pay the trader. Bang, right? Dang, man, we went to 93,000. 1 minute bouncing. Look at the 1 minute retest off the top of the channel. That's a bullish retest. Let's get that bullish retest to continue. Let's get this move on out. I believe we could pay the trader a little higher possibly, but you never know. Knock on wood. Don't ever say that, Sammy. All right, we're back at 8 though. Can we get there? The liquidity tells us we're going higher. I'm taking it. I'm taking it all the way through the red, baby. Through the Red Sea, like Moses. Take me through all the way. 93,600. Let's go, baby. Let's go. The top for the entire market is coming. Be careful, everyone. Oh my God, this guy's crazy. It could be, though. We're at a very high place. We are at a very high place in the fear and greed. It's stuck on 90 for a long time. Usually there is a pretty nasty pullback at that point. All right. I don't do super chats after 12 o'clock. So I'm really going to shut it down now. I appreciate anyone who asks me about Profi or whatever, but I may not be able to do it. I'm still backed up 10 super chats or something like that. And we're just digging ourselves out of these super chats. Let's take a look at Render. I recently made a huge move for Render. Why? What was I seeing? What did I think? What was I doing there? Well, number one, on the smaller time frames, like this 10 hour, even smaller than that, like the 4 hour and the 10 hour, I saw a move out of this flag to the upside, and I saw a target at 970. And this is telling me we could continue further to that area, and it's looking pretty good to me. So I like what I'm seeing there. So that's bullish, and we've broken out. I don't see why we don't continue further to the upside to 968. So I'm bullish on that idea, and Render looks good to me. And if you took the Render call even from there at about 729, which was, I thought, late, you'd still be at 14% on my call right now in the trading group on the day from last night in the couple hours before. I started getting into Render down there at 660, right? 650, did some at 711, but mainly, even some at 632. So in this area, and I put 100 grand down, we're already up like 20,000, I just don't want people to lose their gains, but I'll lose their perspective on reality. Yeah, but they also might sell and then actually sell at the worst time, I just look at the charts, man, and we talk about the 200 MAs. You don't got to scare people. I'm not saying you did. I just, for me personally, watch out, we're at the top. It's like you don't know, really. You don't know what's going to happen. We were that high for a long time in the last of the markets for a long period of time. And we need this bounce off this channel. They're playing games right here. They did it once. They did it twice. It's like, oh, you think you got the retest? They're going to make sure you really work for that retest. It breaks back inside the channel, no go. We could have some bearish, divergence. 15-minute to high point, but let's see, where's the 21? It ain't bad. I almost feel like that's it. Like you got to bounce or you're dropping out of the pattern. 1 hour time frame looks interesting. It's close enough to the 21 to continue to pump. And in and of itself, look, it's inside of its own little move. We got that liquidity above us. They're just playing around, man. Go and get it. 93,000 one more time, baby. Let's go. You hit it once. It's time to go at it one more time. The bulls want more, and they want it now. These trades are tough. I want to make big money, but these trades are tough. I do better just making 2 or 3 grand a day. In the end, I end up making 21 grand a week, right? It's like, you almost don't have to go for the big trade that takes all day. So funny, right? Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's stare at these smaller time frames till our head hurts. But this flag should be breaking out anytime now. Anytime now. A nice little flag to the upside. We got the flag. We got the bull flag. The bull flag should be pumping all the way. The bull flag should be pumping to the upside. I do not get it. Why are you not pumping? I put all my money into the line. I told you what to do. Crypto Lifer told me you retest. You better retest now and give me my money. Oh, man. Let her drop to 029. Samistan, you're funny, man. Hidden bearish on the 1 minute. No. Hidden bearish, no. There's no hidden bearish. Hidden bullish. Hidden bullish on the 1 minute, though, is a yes. I told you to pump. You better pump. Pump my bags to the upside. Death cross of the 1 second. You guys are funny, man. No. Get back out of there. See, that means you're going to fall all the way to the bottom of the pattern. I don't like that. That tells me to get out and I can get back in again. But then they got all that liquidity up there, man. They're toying with us right now, like right on this line. It should be a bullish retest for my Pakistani friend here. All right. It's not time yet. I told you, you are not commencing the pump. I know, right? Sam, if you're doing accents, you got to do Wahlberg. A poo can have a soda. This guy, man. Damn, man, they're playing with me today. Keep getting the good entry. Keep playing with me. I'm about to just take it off the table for now. Go home 700. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. I paid the trader, man. I already made $2,000 today. It's a good day. We can find our way back inside. That needed to retest, man. Stop playing with me. Let's take a look now. Remember, now we can zoom out and look at it fresh again and begin our next mode. So this is still valid. The big trade's still valid. I kept it open on weeks, right? So that's good. I don't touch that one. But it also tells me maybe we get lower trend line one more time. And they've been playing this range, and it's been fun. I've been able to get down here, sell up there. I did it here. I did it there. I did it there. I did it last night. I did it today. Twice I've sold up there today. I sold there, got back in, sold there again 2 times in the same day. Both trades for well over 600, 700, for 5, one for 1,000, one for 700. Really good day of trading. I'm like, I keep seeing, but look at all that liquidity above us. Like, we're going up there. What are you doing, Bookmap? I see it all up there. How do we not get up to 94,000 yet? Suggest we're getting up there, so I don't want to miss out on that move. And then the smaller one actually is this right here. Like, this is the smaller flag, which like, and so this is the trade here. And here's like what I was going for on the scalp. You want to make smaller scalp, smaller time frame. 96,859 possibly. I wanted 94K because I figured that's where we're going to be at. 94,000, right? 94, like 150. It might spill over. A lot of times it does. Watch that 7 there. All right. What's up, Lifer? Thanks for stopping by. Bitcoin, 100K soon. My man, God bless you. Thank you so much, bro. I went to this guy's channel last night. Everyone, he's a great channel. You're up late at night. You're sitting alone. Your family goes to bed. You're 42 years old like me. And you're scanning the market. And you want something to talk to, someone to hear. And this guy, there he is, archetype. And he's up there and he's like me. Straight up guy, from what I found. I don't know much about him. I just found him a couple weeks ago. But, he was super supportive of my channel yesterday. I almost fell on the floor. I couldn't believe how nice he was. Give him a like, give him a super chat. Go subscribe to his channel. He'll be there tonight, I'm pretty sure. And he knows his stuff, man. And he'll tell you it's a 5 or 7x. He won't tell you it's a 50x. He's like me. He's pretty spot on. He's not going to tell you Shiba's going to the moon and all that nonsense. He's a legit dude, man. Check him out. God bless you, man. Thank you for the super chat. Right back at you, brother. Yeah, and he's at a great time where I never stream. I don't stream weeknights at 11. Like, I need to go to sleep. He's on a really good time. So, like, I think my channel and his channel together, he said he rugged his channel with his own coin. Really? Is that true? Oh my God. Not a good dude. Oh man, I don't know any of this. Dang, now I look weird. Who knows? I hope not. I hope not. Oh wow, I'm in here. You're funny, man. He's are you guys serious? Super nice if you keep doing what you're doing. Amen. Lifer, what the pickleball game's at? I'll be in Sarasota next week. Oh, let's do it, man. Email my wife. Let's get it going. Let's look at Bueno, Beam, Andy on base, Hoppy, and ALEPH. All right, as we stay inside this monster in this action here. Getting a little bounce action there. Honestly, inside the smaller time frame, this is it too, right? So this is like we've been just channeling this little guy. That was the trade there. That was the scalp trade. I was about to say, like, what was the scalp trade? 95,098. It just looks like, I mean, the liquidity is still above us. Yeah, they're peeling it off now. It's not as red above us now as it was before. Interesting. See this guy? He kind of like, are they giving up on the move now? Are they starting to pivot down? Did they see liquidity that they like? Interesting. Always pay the trader. It can't hurt to pay the trader. You can always get back in, find out another solution if you know how to trade. If you don't know how to trade, fine, then you're freaking out. But if you know how to trade, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. And once I'm done with you after 3 to 4 years, you will know how to trade. Most people are. All right. It is a skill that can be acquired, although it seems like it can't be. It is a skill that can be acquired, and we can get you in there. All right. At the right place at the right time. 92.7, baby. On the way to 95,000. Wanted the all-time high today on the channel. Can we get it? Try to extend this puppy all the way. No Arch is an excellent guy like you in crypto. God bless you, man. Thank you. Yeah. He deleted your comments because he can't take the criticism. I didn't delete any comments. Awkward life moment. Don't worry. Most people aren't smart enough to know the difference. Yeah, who knows, man? I get a lot of people here, so who knows, right? Like, there's a big population out here. My channel encompasses thousands of people. I guess there's opinions out there. I have no idea. I don't know enough. I guess I should research more. I don't know enough about the other channels. I'm a nice guy that spends so much time in the charts. I don't really spend my time doing any of that other nonsense. So I wouldn't know, man. I wouldn't know. All right. Bitcoin could rip now. I mean, now, wow. Now we got a guy who thinks we can get to 95, though. I believe we can definitely get to 95. Well, I got to do some maintenance too. You guys want me to do super chats, but sometimes I got to do my own stuff. Like, I got to, I'm actually live trading. So as much as I'd like to just go run do a super chat that I know someone asked me about, it's just not that easy, right? Wow. So the day, I mean, this is awesome. I mean, the daily candle broke out as far as I'm concerned. Like, it's breaking out. And I had this vision that this was just going to continue on a massive pump. Like the daily candle just keeps moving. There you are, 91,009 now, 92.9, right? And low on the smaller time frames. Weird though, they just like stole all that liquidity that was above us. Look at that. It was thicker and redder, but now it's like, there's a guy, he did move up to 95 though. So I feel like, he thinks, now he's like, well, I won't sell there. I'd rather sell at 95. It's almost like he thinks he could easily get that sell. So he's like, why don't I push it a little higher? They dragging, definitely shorts getting squeezed yet again here on the channel. Shorts just got squeezed again. If you're a short this market, I don't short. I tell my students, like, they see me, I'm not even scalp shorting anymore. It's like pointless. It's just not a smart thing to do. Not even to have like two or one short. It's just, I'm an all or nothing guy. Like, I'm either long or I'm short, man. I'm not playing that game. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not playing that game. I get it. I'm not saying it's I don't want to put anyone down that does it. You do whatever makes you happy. I personally, it's just not for me. All right. It could be for a lot of other people. It's just not for me. See, now you got to be really kind of close to the bone there. 87,000. 186, and you're looking for 108, like 760, right? 93,000 now for Bitcoin, right? A lot of liquidity moving. The trade's already ripping again that we just got into. Another 5% showing you how to make gains. $30,000 trade. So now you're a little far away on the 15. Just, you want to get into the bigger time frames, but you can even but that looks like that little flag is going to break out later on today and just pump. And it's getting tighter and tighter. It's getting tighter and tighter, right? Very, very bodacious. All right, and I just opened up the way bigger position with the 87 to 110. You see what I'm saying? Like going all the way to, or 10, let's see where it's going up to 108. Stop loss at 87,000. Let's go. Let's go. Keep taking that trade. Keep making 1,000 every day. Keep taking it. Keep getting back in around similar areas. Today, we're getting a little higher now. Today, things are changing. And that tells me we got to pay attention. So we're starting to get higher lows now for sure, right? We looked at Bueno already. Yeah, we looked at Bueno already. Okay, Beam and Andy on base. I like Beam a lot. I own the coin. And look at the bot entering longs too right now. So we talked about Beam, and I even circled where I believe it was going to go next, right to there. And Beam did that. Beam hit the target at 5. Oh, sorry. I mean, yeah, there's another Beam. You might be wanting Beam. Yeah, I know. The AVAX Gaming, right? Yeah. Same thing here, though. Beam boom to the upside. I see Boom continuing. My next target for Beam is 2.9. And remember, I got into Beam a long time ago. This thing's been ripping ever since. I started getting into Beam here. Then when it came down, I bought more Beam down there. They've really tested your patience as a long-term trader here. It's been a really good, like if you're a swing trader and you really position yourselves throughout cycles, this has been a great cycle to learn. Like it's really tested my patience, but it's also like I've gone through this and I know how to do it, and it has taken its time, but it's how it's supposed to run. Like my Caspa bag is doing its thing, but it's taken a long, and now I'm so far ahead of where I was. Like it's like you can't even look back anymore. The Solana bag doing its thing. Like things starting to really make a move. This daily got a little high. You know, with Bitcoin dominance about to rip up, it looks like we're going to get that sideways action. We may not. You could continue to pump up. But it's telling me because of where that 21 is, you're going to get some more sideways price action. I'd set an alert and set a flag here for Beam. But I'm still bullish on it. And I see it continuing. And it definitely came off the bottoms and starting a new positional, new move. And long-term trend line, gone, right? You're broken there, but yeah, you're gone. So like you're on your way for new. And then the measured move is here. And I'm in this puppy till the top. And so I want to take it back to 5 cents possibly to the upside. All right. Bitcoin 92,009 still doing damage. Holding it down for us right here for BTC. 1,195 likes. Thank you so much for the love. All right, let's take a look at Andy on base. Andy on base. It's just been hot. Andy on ETH has been hot too. So there's Andy on ETH, Andy on base. There he is. $27 million market cap, pumped up nicely off the double bottom. Been moving since the beginning of November, really, to the upside beautifully. From 6 all the way to 32, basically a 5x it's been doing. Now, it's pumped pretty hard. You have to see, it's getting, a little toppy. It's going to have to come back down and find its way, right? For sure. So, and it's out of resistance. So again, you could slap on the 21 here. I don't have it on. I got to eventually make a profile, save it so I can see that stuff, right? I've been lazy about that. But that looks to me like you're going to come back down to the 21 on the daily. I'd pull my Fibonacci, and I'd be looking for something like that if I was thinking to get in. But nice pump. But definitely time to take some profits. I see it pulling back. I could be wrong. What if it continues to moon? But to me, it just looks like it's going to pull back. Hoppy had a huge dump. Someone posted on Twitter, and I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Hoppy, right? Not too bad. I'm not saying, but hey, it came back down to support after a nice pump. That's what happens. Everything retraces. If it's not going to retrace, it's going to have a massive dump forever. Like it's going to pump straight up and then never come back. You see? It's like jumping off a building. So it's got to at least start its move. Bit of a half a cup of handle. I see these. I call them half a cup of handles, ascending cup and handles. They work out pretty well. And then you pull your fib lily from impulse here if you like, and you wick to the 786, your golden pocket. So it tells me you're ready to go. That's really where you want to start buying Hoppy. I could be wrong, but that's what it says. That's what the charts say. It says that's a very healthy retracement for Hoppy. 93,100 Bitcoin getting the massive move here. Just really getting a strong push. See, that trade's already up 250 again. Like, this is how you print. Already up another 350. You can see we just got back in to both these trades. And you see how I prepare myself, get ready, very selective of my entries. And while I'm talking to you guys and doing all this, I'm actually buying myself time to figure out where I'm going to get back in again. You see? I'm doing 100 different things. I'm socially connecting. I'm making math. I'm doing pattern awareness. And I'm talking at 1,000 miles a minute. Like, it's insanity, right? And taking profits and paying myself. And staying dressed nice all at the same time. Hey. Not many people will do that. We talked about ALEPH, right? Very bottom of its bag. But if the market can start to move, so be it. This chart, pretty beat though. Of all the coins, this coin has like been the forgotten son, right? Nobody seems to care about it. I have it and I'll just hold it. It's one of my many, so if it doesn't go to zero, then that's what happens, right? You take a shot. These are altcoins that you never know. But that's a cup and handle, and it could pump. It's just, yeah, it's ugly, it's sad, it's taken a long time. It's drippy, it's dreary. It's just been getting sold off since the top there at that 27-cent region. It is holding a higher low, though, and it isn't down here. It's making new lows, which is somewhat of a good sign, right? 3-day chart is very beat up. That's a cup and handle. And what's crazy about this coin is that once people get into it, you could see the bots jump in, and then it's one of those coins that just... It could be at 62 cents like in a few weeks, and you'd be like, how? Like, nobody cares, you know? It can definitely... Coins like this can catch you off guard. All right? Yeah. Price predictor multiple AI just started flashing green. Go time. 93,160 for Bitcoin. On our way to a new all-time high today, possibly to $94,000. Looking for Bitcoin to go to 94,000. Altcoins looking nice. Flags abound. Render. Everything pumping. All right. Hey, Sam, just tuned in. Have you heard about CHILLGUY yet? What do you think about the new meme? It's so funny, man. I mean, I don't know if he's joking, right? He's joking, right? It's still flat since we talked about it. Hasn't moved. So my channel hasn't done anything, right? We clearly don't pump. But look, I mean, that it's looked like it could make a move here. You know, I know it's brand new. You never know. And it's kind of following that rising way. Like, everything's kind of watching Bitcoin right now, and Bitcoin's getting pretty pushy, right? But there you go. I mean, 10 cents is possible. It's got a great market cap. 40 million is a really good place to get in, because you know it's strong, it's working. Wow, 93,320 for Bitcoin, and the short squeeze is on. We knew that liquidity was waiting for us, and now we're chugging along up to 93,600. That's our next big level. Okay. Everybody, if you're watching, we are doing a Black Friday sale, all right? But we're doing something special that I've never done before, exclusive. Hit the link below. If you hit that link below, you know what's going to happen is you're going to get an invited email 24 hours before Black Friday. And it's going to give you a code that you can use for only 24 hours. That's going to give you an additional discount to my yearly and quarterly subscriptions. It's going to blow your mind. You won't be able to get it any better. So hit that link below, sign up to that little form, please, because if you do, I'm going to make sure you get blessed. And I've never given it that inexpensive ever, and I may never again. So Bitcoin doing damage, but then it's now coming back down a little bit here. Beautiful move again there for Bitcoin. Up another 400 on the trade. We just showed you how to take 93.3 for Bitcoin, and we're ripping. We are ripping. Can we continue the rippage here to the upside? All-time high for Bitcoin is kind of right there at about 93,000. Let's see what that all-time high was. Right there at about 93,489. Right? Yeah. 93,520, I see. So 93.5. We're $100 away from the all-time high. Here we go, everybody. $100 away from the all-time high. Can we do it while Sammy stayed this whole time? Pushed an extra 40 minutes of the live just to get it going. Can we get to a new all-time high for Bitcoin? Another day, another all-time high, baby. Come on, baby. Here we go. We're so close, everybody. We're $100 away from an all-time high for Bitcoin. And the horse is racing. I feel like I'm watching a horse racing show. We're about to do it again here. All-time highs for Bitcoin. 93,520. We are $120 away here on MEXC. Can we continue the barrage? This movement. The trades are ripping. Everything is ripping. That was just a scalp I was making. We're already up $200 on that scalp alone. Taking names and kicking bot, ripping it. If you took the trade with me, I did all these trades in front of you. I took this trade in front of you. I like this one right here just to scalp it. I like them both as a scalp with the hype action. Can we get to 93,020? Every time we get the hype, it seems to die down. Where is that big surge of liquidity? Where is that massive move? Where is that candle, baby? Where is the K line? Where is the K line? Right? Look, some bearish div now there. I'm out again. I'm going to take my 400 again. See how I just keep taking the money? I don't care. Pay myself. I'm paying myself every single day here. I can always get back in. They'll come back. They'll retest. I'll find a way. I'm not stressing. 93,171 for Bitcoin. And with that, I'm going to jump on out of here, everybody. God bless everybody for being here. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Thank you for jumping on in. We love you. We appreciate you. All right, if I skip the super chat, I apologize, but there's so many coming in. I do the best I can. We go through hundreds of them. They're all there for you. PONKE, one of my favorite coins. I talk about it all the time. Ripping to the upside. And I see this thing doing damage. It's in another flag. Oh, that flag's dipping now, though. I had it in a flag earlier today. PONKE at 82 and getting a little bit of a pullback. Some bearish div on PONKE after just a massive rip up for PONKE. All right. Don't be afraid to take some profits. Don't be afraid to believe in yourself. Anything is possible. Bitcoin just ripping. A little bit of bearish divvy there, though. Is it out of the pattern or still inside? I feel like it's still inside. And there would be our next mover. If we come back down to the bottom of the channel, I'll get in one more time here for Bitcoin. Everybody, I got to take a break. I've been up since 6 in the morning making content, going over the charts, and hanging with the trading group. I love each and every one of you. I love you. I appreciate you. I'll be back and in and out of the group throughout the day. I love you all. You can, you will, you are the best. You must believe in yourself. That's the only way you're going to make it in this world. You got to believe in yourself. And you got to pay yourself. All right? I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you tomorrow. May God bless the lifers. May God bless everybody here. May God bless your family, friends, everyone you know. Thank you so much for your most precious asset, which is your time. 93K for Bitcoin, baby. Unstoppable. I love you all. I thank you. And I'll see you in the trading group. Hit the link to the 99 trading group. It's in the pinned comment section. We make it very simple. One last thing to show you guys, just because there's always that last minute person that's like, wait, I didn't. Up here, you go to cryptolifer.com. You can sign up to Weeks and trade where we trade. I Trust Capital as well. Shout out to our channel sponsors, I Trust Capital, Decrypted.tax. Best place to do your taxes. Best place to get ready for the future is I Trust Capital. I love you all. I appreciate you. And I'll see you tomorrow on another beautiful, absolutely amazing live stream. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the super chats. And everybody that interacted with this amazing live stream. May God bless you. Hope you made some gains. We made gains in front of you. You saw me make massive gains. We made like $2,000 in the stream. God bless you all. I'll see you tomorrow.